What's good, what's good, what's good, family? It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trapper. Welcome to another amazing episode of Trappin Tuesdays, episode 84, man. Let's go, people. Thank y'all for being here tonight with us, man. We never take that for granted. Before we get going, man, I want y'all to know that our goal is to help you build wealth. Our goal is to help you navigate the markets. And our goal is to help you create a legacy that has never been created before. Help you to build wealth one share at a time. I want to start off tonight's episode by saying that money and the lack of understanding of it, how it works, what it's supposed to do, how it's supposed to be leveraged, that misunderstanding can make a class of people feel powerless. And then what often happens is people can look at a temporary result in their life and act as though it's permanent. Because of that misunderstanding of money, the money is often a wicked master. And what we fail to believe that, should I rephrase that? What we fail to conceive is that money is truly a faithful servant. But there's the dichotomy, there's the contrast, there's the gray area that's not so gray, where people feel, or people often fall into, you become the slave to the money. The dichotomy of it is, it's the lion tamer who often opens the lion's mouth, and the people who watching are looking at him like, he's crazy. Why would he do such a thing? And there's a danger that's involved with it. And you're like, yo, I would never do that. Right? It's the contrast of navigating the safe and the dangerous. It's the feeling of getting on the airplane, but feeling the turbulence that makes you say, at one point on the flight, is it safe? Like, I've been on a plane before with a plane going in the air, and it gets through the rocky clouds, and I'm navigating the feelings of, is this thing about to crash, or will I make it safe? There's a dichotomy between that. And it's just simply saying that small gray area between two things that are similar, but yet so far apart. We often navigate that gray area of being the slave or being the master to money. And before we can get truly on the wealth building journey, we have to initiate making peace with our financial past. Because oftentimes we grow up and we've watched our parents, we've watched our closest kin, we've watched the friends around us, we've watched their household navigate through the turbulent times of economic turmoil. We've watched them get whiplash because the money that they've worked so hard for, has evacuated their accounts. So I want us to make peace with our financial past, because what we've been through doesn't mean we have to stay there. What we've witnessed our parents go through doesn't mean we have to revisit that. I want you to understand that sometimes the facts don't always matter. Sometimes that truth won't set you free, it'll actually hold you captive. Sometimes that truth won't actually set you free, it'll hold you captive, because someone else's truth doesn't necessarily have to give birth to your reality. Just because you watch another person go through it doesn't mean you have to experience the same thing. So the misunderstanding of money can often make a group or class of people feel powerless. While that same money, that same currency gives another group of people power or perceived power. I had an idea this weekend and it came to me and it was such a profound thought. It said the same dollar that was the catalyst to slavery is the same dollar that buys back your freedom. And it blew my mind when I came up with that. It blew my mind when that entered my heart. The same dollar that was the catalyst to slavery. The same dollar that made people do grotesque things to other humans. The same dollar that made one race of people feel superior to another. The same dollar that made one group of people feel like they can treat another group of people like less than human beings. The same dollar that makes people do things they never thought they would do. That same dollar is the same dollar that sets you free. That same dollar. That same note, that same currency, that same dollar. So it's that dollar that we have to find peace in our financial past in order to navigate what's ahead. Because if we don't, the residue of poverty will always haunt us. The residue of working poor will always haunt us. The residue of paycheck to paycheck will always be in the shadows. The residue of having insufficient funds will always hunt us down. The residue of not being able to eat certain things, to wear certain things, to travel certain places. The residue of that will always chastise us. So it is important, it is imperative that we make peace with our financial past. Because if we never make peace with our financial past, we can never have peace in our financial future. We can never have peace. And one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is I came up with this idea, this pyramid called the 6 phases of wealth. And I can't wait to dig into that with you all later on. Because I want to help us navigate what we've been through. I want to help us navigate like what it looks like to attain wealth. I want us to understand that building wealth one share at a time, building wealth one trade at a time, building wealth one investment property at a time, building wealth one client in your business at a time, building wealth one podcast show at a time, building wealth one e-commerce sale at a time, building wealth one stage presentation at a time, building wealth one step on the corporate ladder at a time. Building wealth is not about race. It's about the information. Building wealth is about navigating the space that we've never been in, but yet we do know it exists. Building wealth is about leaving a space where you were to walk blindly to somewhere that you've never been, but you know it exists. You have that euphoric feeling, that jubilant vibration of knowing that you're going after something that's greater than you. Building wealth. It's about sometimes having to let your friends go so you can come back and get them. Because they've been imprisoned by the past. And don't get me wrong, y'all. On the journey, we will all have to break psychological chains. We will all have to break financial chains. We will all have to break those emotional chains. Don't get me wrong, y'all. We all gonna feel the same feelings at some point in time, just on different levels, because freedom must be acquired. Freedom is the most expensive thing that you will ever spend your money on. And to all of us, it's new. To all of us, it's new. So it's important that we go together. It's important that we go as a family. It's important that we go in unison because we all gonna be on different stages, and together we can help one another climb the ladder instead of together keeping each other down. I'm just saying that if we don't make peace with our financial past, we can never thrive in our financial future. We will always be prisoners of that residue. We will always be financially oppressed by our thoughts, by our feelings, by our emotions, by what we say, by what we think. If we never truly make peace with our financial past, what we dream of can never come into fruition. It will never come into fruition. So tonight on this episode 84, I want us to take a step closer to becoming free, to making peace with our financial past. I want you to write that down tonight. I will make peace with my financial past. Because all of us need financial therapy. All of us have to heal from financial trauma. Not just one of us, not just a couple of us, but all of us. Not just the ones from the project, but the ones who was in the so-called middle class too. Not the ones who was just dirt poor, but also the ones who lived working poor. Not just the ones who may have had holes in their shoes, but the same ones who didn't have holes in their shoes, but had to wear the same clothes over and over again. The poverty came in different levels. All of us got to heal. Some of our parents worked, but they lived check to check. Some of our parents didn't have no job at all. Some of our parents sold dope. Some of our parents were prostitutes. Some of our parents sold drugs. It don't matter. We all got to heal from our financial past so we can thrive in our financial future, because a lot of that residue is still with us today. And it shows up at different times in our life. It shows up for us at Christmas when we spend more than we have, when we got to spend the next 3 months of the next year trying to recoup what we spent for Christmas. It shows up sometime for birthdays when we say, as long as my child happy, I'm all right. It shows up sometimes when we got to put food on the table and we do things that we don't tell everybody that we did, and we act like it's all good. It shows up when I'm in a bind, Nate. It shows up in different times where we can't speak about. It just show up sometimes and we don't always want to talk about it, but we got to heal from our financial past in order to thrive in our financial future. How can we even establish generational wealth if we still carrying around financial generational scars? How can we even talk about generational freedom if we walking around holding the chains and holding the baggage of economic slavery? How can we truly talk about generational prosperity if we still harboring generational pain? So when we come to Trappin Tuesdays, I need it to be your financial spiritual refill. Because I truly think that money is spiritual. I truly think that we need God in our life in order to be prosperous on any level. It's why he told us to be fruitful and multiply, right? Because he said we can be prosperous in all different areas of our life. The land of milk and honey can look in many different ways to many different people. But I need you to understand that we can't keep making the 11-day journey take 40 years. We can't keep making the 11-day journey take 40 years. So tonight I need us to say that we will make peace with our financial past. And I don't want us to just say it. Like, there's a thing that I like to do. Every time I encounter some new knowledge, every time I hear a word that can move the needle in my life, whether it be spiritually, whether it be emotionally, whether it be mentally, or whether it be financially, I always write it down, because there's a connection that happens when I write it, when I speak it, when I think it, I begin to feel it. So tonight I need everybody, I want you to write that down. I want you to take a minute and write down, I will make peace with my financial past. I want you to write it down. And then after you write that down, at some point before you go to sleep tonight, I want you to really be truthful with yourself, and I want you to write down 5 things that has hindered your financial growth. See, the only way we can truly move the needle in our lives is we have the realistic conversation with ourselves. What are the philosophies? What are the ideas? What are the ideologies that hold us back? What are the things that we thought were normal but truly are a hindrance to our growth? What are the things that we need to prune like a rose so we can blossom, so we can strive, so we can rise, so we can bloom through the financial concrete? I just need to know, what are the things? But most importantly, you need to know, because you've been carrying around those financial scars for far too long. Today, we vaccinate ourselves from those financial hardships. Today, tonight, we will do the work. We will financially heal. Tonight, we do the work. Tonight, we take the first step on the ladder. Tonight, and I know they say, Trap, sometimes you be preaching to us. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I just love the idea of where we going. I know tonight I might not be talking to everybody, but I know tonight they got about 5 people listening like, yeah, tonight, Trap, I'm going to make peace with my financial past. And sometimes you got to talk to everybody just to reach 5 people. Sometimes you got to talk to a whole room full of people just to make that shift in 3 people night. So tonight, I know they got somebody in the chat. Tonight, I know they got somebody listening on the live. Tonight, I know somebody going to make that move just off this 15 to 20 minutes. Tonight, we going to make the necessary changes. Tonight, we going to write it down. Tonight, we going to make the list. Tonight, we going to say we will make peace with our financial past. Tonight, somebody gonna have a breakthrough once we start talking about those 6 phases of wealth. Tonight, I know that somebody gonna make a move that's gonna shift their portfolio, that's gonna shift their bank account, that's gonna shift their credit score, that's gonna shift their savings, that's gonna shift their emergency fund. When I say make peace with our financial past, I ain't just talking about stocks. I'm talking about the whole plethora of financial things that we live with. Tonight we gonna make peace. Tonight, we're going to make peace. Tonight, episode 84. We're going to make peace with our financial past. Jose, let's get to it, man. Trappin' Tuesdays, episode 84, man. Let's rock, man. We're going to vibe out tonight. Hello, who this? That's Greedy, y'all. That's School. What up, School? Man, I'm on live, bruh. I'm on Trappin' Tuesdays, dog. Why you ain't watching Trappin' Tuesdays? You calling me, you supposed to be watching Trappin' Tuesdays anyway, dog. You my #1 dog. Why you ain't watching Trappin' Tuesdays, dog? I don't want to hear that say brush shit, dog. He said I'm watching the IV machine. That's because you want to chase 42 and Ace of Spades, dog. That's what it is, cuz. You too old to be drinking 42 and Ace of Spades 4 nights in a row, cuz. I'm going to hit you with this over, son. How we feeling, man? Listen, so if you on the Instagram live, man, listen, come over to Trappin' Tuesdays on the Wallstreet. Looks like us and our network, man. Listen, when you get in here, say we in here, Trap. Welcome to the community, to all my old trappers. Welcome home to all my new trappers that's coming. Man, welcome to the table. Come get you a seat. We all get to eat together. This the rawest show when it comes to financial literacy, when it comes to learning about the stock market. It's the rawest show you're going to ever see. Why? Because we don't have no holds bars. We answer the phone sometimes. We like to be raw. Ain't nothing scripted over here. All my people in the building. We love y'all. Y'all family. We can get to the top together. Let's go, man. Let's come. Let's get y'all here, man. Jose, how you feeling? How you feeling, bro? George, how you feeling?
Good, man.
Sean, how you feeling? Good. Hey, bro, Sean been coming up, dog. I ain't gonna lie. He been holding it down, man. Shout out to the young king, bro. Shout out to the young king. Brandon, how you feel? Oh, Lord. He in the goddamn room with, Tootie, bro. That's a bad influence. Not just together, they ain't. Watch this. Tootie, how you feel, dog?
Episode 84.
Why he so extra, dog? He remind me of Jose on our morning calls in the morning. It be 9 o'clock in the morning, Jose just be hollering, yeah, I see it. I be like, bro, we not on WWZUP, bro. Anyway, Jose, I'm missing my, George, can somebody give me my pen, bro? I need a pen. I need a pen, dog. Ooh, look, I got a text just now from my homie that played for the Green Bay Packers. He texted me and said, I will make peace with my financial past. Listen, man, I appreciate you, brother. I ain't gonna say your name, but I appreciate you, family, for sure. Jose, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We got an amazing episode. I want everybody to know I got this book that came in. This book was $3,600. I'm opening it right now. I'm opening it in front of people, Jose. Now, I feel like I shouldn't have paid $3,600 for this book, right? I'm opening it up in front of people. And watch this, Jose. It wasn't even brand new, and I paid $3,600 for it. It was good. That dude ain't signed that. That man stopped writing this book in 1990. Cause somebody resold me this book on Amazon. It was going for $11,000 on eBay. So this book is by Seth Klarman, right? Book is by Seth Klarman. He is considered to be the second coming to Warren Buffett. They called him the Omaha of Boston. So shout out to my people from Boston. It's about, and it's not me trying to flex or nothing like that. Please, I don't want to definitely get that. It's just, I've been putting it off for a long time. Jose, even the PDF was $9.99. So I don't know. So shout out to Jimmy Cook. I joined the Patreon of Trappin Anonymous, made my first play. Let's go, man. So what I did do, Jose, was, this is why I like Trappin Anonymous, Jose. I told Trappin Anonymous, I said, yo, I just bought this book because Trappin Anonymous is learning, like we learning. So everybody always asked, what's the difference between Trappin Anonymous and Patreon? Patreon, I just put the plays in. I'm not really about teaching, but I will say this. Somebody told me today, bro, that Patreon is like a cult. They were like, dog, you post something in there and it just go crazy. You know why I like that? Because they have developed that trapper mindset, that trapper attitude. The ones who've been in there for a while, they done made some money. Shout out to the family. Damn, I can't say your name. R. Williams, appreciate the super chat. I love the people in the Patreon because they help me out. Like, I'm going to shout out a couple of people. 28 Infinity. I forgot the queen name with the farm. My girl, Double Laura. We got some, I can't remember everybody. My guy, Gutter CEO. They be answering the questions for me. And I appreciate that because they mob deep up in there, Jose. So I can't answer all the questions. I've been trying to get out the DMs over there for at least a month. I can't get to it. I try to get to the bottom. I answer 40 of them, the thing still say 99. At this point, it's like a mosh pit, so I'm just stuck over there. But my people in Trappin Anonymous, they are, so I'm going to say it like this. The Patreon, and I don't take nothing from nobody, the Patreon just the go-getters. The Trappin Anonymous people, they are the learners. They won't learn. What's the word I want to use here? They earn it, they get money, but they more meticulous. Like Patreon, they jumping out the parachute. Whatever we doing, we gonna get money. We gonna get money. That's what they like. We gonna get money. The Trappin Anonymous, they like, I want the tea. They like the Danielson and Mr. Miyagi. That's what they like. They like, nah, I want the information first. I need to put all the details together that Trap done taught me how to put together. So I love both of those groups. Now, the people who in both of them, they dangerous. They dangerous. The people that's in both of them, they dangerous. They dangerous. They dangerous. They dangerous. So in the Trappin Anonymous, their portfolios go crazy because they about compounding. You know what I'm saying? They know how to build that portfolio out the right way. And we had a dope class this Sunday with Trappers Anonymous. So I got this book anyway, man. I apologize. And I put it in Trappers Anonymous and I say, yo, can somebody, if anybody live in Atlanta, you can show me how to make it a PDF and I'll put it in the group for y'all for free. They were like, nah, Trap, you late. I was like, what? Bro, they went to posting the link. Boom, boom, boom. They done already been got it. I'm like, damn. Somebody already been got it, spent whatever for it, and posted it in the group. And you know why I love that, Jose? Because it shows I'm going to take it myself, but I'm not going to take full ownership. But I feel like they adapting my mindset. Like, bro, like, let's give it, like, if I get it, you don't got to buy it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So let me just open the page right quick, Jose, if you don't mind. Right? I want you to open the page. This is my first time cracking it open. Right? This is my first time cracking it open. This is how I know a book good, Jose. If I can crack it open and whatever page I land on, it's some game.
For 35, every page better.
For 35, plus shipping.
Every page better.
For 35, so let me say this. This dude had an annual compound rate of 24%. So that's really good. Annually, like on average, he's giving you 24%. So he definitely is a gangster. And so the book is Margin of Safety. I know I'm getting into the intro. Margin of Safety, Risk-Averse Investing, Strategies for the Thoughtful Investor by Seth Klarman. So let's see, Jose. Right, we're going to crack it open. We crack it open, Jose. Let's see what we get. So here's what I want you to do on a right there. So here's what I want you to do. I know you're gonna make this a clip, right? So let me give my dog Steve his credit too. Y'all be saying Jose killed this clip. Listen, Jose do make some clips, but I'm not gonna take nothing from my dog Steve. Steve be over there cutting up. So here's what I want, Jose. I want to make a clip when I open this and go, oh. You feel me? So you ready? Open it slow. Oh. That's what I want. So let's see what it says on the first page, Jose. The liquidation value of a business is a conservative assessment of what it's worth in which only tangible assets are considered and intangible assets are not. Accordingly, when the stock is selling at a discount to liquidation value per share, a near rock bottom appraisal, it is frequently an attractive investment. I like that. Now, for $3,600, y'all wouldn't think I'm gonna do this, but I damn sure is. I'm gonna mark it up. $3,600, Jose. They didn't think I would do this. But guess why I'm gonna do it? Because I'm healing from my financial past. I'm healing from my financial past, Jose. So now let me explain that to the people, what that said. All right, so it says the liquidation value of a business, meaning if the company was to liquidate all its assets, right? So the liquidation value of a business is a conservative assessment of its worth with only tangible assets are considered and intangible assets are valued or not. So that means the tangible assets, inventory, machines. Intangible assets are patents, licensing, things like that. Those aren't considered. So intangible assets mean they are only valuing the tangible assets. So if Apple had to liquidate, they wouldn't count patents. They wouldn't count things like that. They would only count inventory and investments. That's all they would count. Machines, things that they can sell and liquidate, right? Now watch this. So you get a valuation on a company. And then, accordingly, when a stock is selling at a discount to liquidation value per share, it is frequently an attractive investment. So let's talk about this right quick. right? Let's talk about this. So let's say this. So what you got to go do now is when you're looking at a company, you want to go look at tangible assets, right? You want to go look at tangible assets, and what you go do is you go figure out on the company's balance sheet what the tangible assets are worth, right? Liquidation value. So you get a value of all their tangible assets. Now, if you can get a stock, now you got to take that and now, let's say it's worth $1 million, just giving a number up, and then you will multiply or divide that times how many shares they have, right? To get a per share basis. Okay, Jose, this might be a whiteboard moment. We ain't been there in a while. Early in the show. This might be a whiteboard moment early in the show. Yeah, just get to me right now. Just get to me right now. We'll make it a whiteboard moment early. Or whenever they do it, we'll set it up. Right? So you want to take, so that way you know what it is. Right? That way you know what it is. And I want you to understand that for a second. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I want y'all to understand this just that quick. Right? I want you to understand it just that quick. Right? We're going to start the show off with some game. Right? We're going to start the show off with some game. Right? Right? We're going to start the show off with some game. So, how we look, Jose? George, how we look? We good? All right, so let's do this. All right, let's hold the people out right quick. I'll just show y'all something. Come on to me. All right, ready? Let's go to it. All right, here we go. So when you're looking at a company, this is the liquidation value. This is what that one segment says, right? This is what that one segment talking about. So let's say, right? Tangible assets, right? So let's say we go with tangible assets. And I'm going to just make it simple. I ain't going to make it hard or complicated. This is going to help you out right quick, right? So the tangible assets, let's say a company has tangible assets of $100,000, right? And let's say the company has 500 shares, right? So we'll go 1. So we'll go 100,000 divided by 500. That'll give us $200. That is the liquidation value. Why? Because all we measuring is tangible assets, right? So what you're going to do is the tangible asset value of this company is $200. So if a stock is ever trading, let's say the stock is trading at $250, then if you're using that method, then it's saying that this is not on sale. But if you can get this stock to be 175, I'm sorry. Yep, because we did it on a per share basis. So per share is 200 per share. So now you say that that stock at 175 would be a deal. Am I making sense? So if we figure out that liquidation value of a company, Seth Klarman said this is one of his strategies. Getting the stock at its liquidation value per share at a fair price or discount. At that point, that stock is attractive. We just want to put that out there right quick. Help the people out right quick. We open that up, right? We open that up. Now, Jose, I'm going to say something, bro. We opened the book up. And as soon as we opened the book up, we got some game. As soon as we opened up, we got into some game. So we definitely wanted to just, I don't know, put that out there. We definitely want to put that out there, Jose. We definitely want to put that out there, right? Just liquidation value, right? So we want to put that out there, man. Tonight we're going to have an amazing show, man. Look at my girl Khadijah, man. We ain't seen her in a while. All right, man, tonight we're going to have an amazing show, Jose. We got a lot to talk about, but y'all know before we get started, first, let's get the lights up. Let's subscribe. Let's share this out. Jose, you know we got to get our mantra, dog. We can't. We can't never skip that, dog. We just fell out for that. Let's get our mantra going. Y'all know what we doing. Y'all know what we doing. Let's go. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all the chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generations behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am an architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. And Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, man. I like it. But I like it. All right. So, Jose, for $3,600, we opened up the book, and the first page had a gem in it.
We wrote the book, wrote in it.
And I wrote. You wouldn't have wrote it in it, Jose? Why not? It's my book.
We sell it. It's supposed to be worth something.
I'm an investor. Why would I read? This is a classic.
After you read it, you invest it again. It's an investment.
Nah, I'm not doing that, Jose. Nah, Jose, I'm not doing that. I'm going to take this. And I'm about to write a book, dog. I'm about to write an investment book. You know why? Because we haven't had a great investment book since all the old books. And we need I'm going to call it something. Nope, I'm not going to say it. Because they're going to take it. But I'm going to write it down. The of by Wall Street Trapper. All right, man, let's get into it, man. We got a lot to talk about today. Shout out to John. Oh, he wanted a Patreon member. Shout out to John, man, with the $99 super chat. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you so much. George, let's get that air, bro. Kind of hot over here, yeah? Kind of hot flash. All right. Let's get into it, man. I know y'all here to talk about stocks and investing. So let's get to it, man. All right, so the Dow Jones was down today. The NASDAQ was up today, and the S&P was up today. Let's get into some of these winners and losers, right? So some of the S&P winners today, Norwegian Cruise was up today by 19%. Carnival Cruise up 19%. AutoZone is a sleeper. AutoZone. How the AutoZone song go? Get in the zone. AutoZone. AutoZone is a sleeper, but it costs a lot. It had a $183 pickup today. That's good. S&P losers. Hess Corp. International Flavors and Fragrance. We talk about them. And guess what? We flushed that when we talked about it. All right, NASDAQ winners. Viking Therapeutics. I feel like we talked about them before. It went crazy last time we talked about them. 121% today. $46 though. Sizzle Acquisitions, 120%. Green Book TMX, up 80%. Some of the NASDAQ losers. Stagwell CA. ThoughtWorks Holdings. NRX Pharmaceuticals. Minerva Neuroscience. Those are some of our winners and losers today. All right, let's get into it. So Jose, somebody said, I thought people that had no money. How them cruises going up? Listen. When you broke, you drove, huh? When you paid, you got buku places to go, huh? But you know, credit card debt is up. Credit card debt is at an all-time high. Remember that? We talked about that a couple episodes ago. Credit card debt is at an all-time high. Let's go, baby. All right, let's look at our heat check. Right, our heat check at 0.97. Today was a hell of a day in the market, man. We was up really, really good today. We was up about 20,000 today. And then by the end of the day, we was down 9,000. And I was like, God damn. But it's part of the game, so we wasn't really tripping on it too much. We did put a new player today in on a Patreon, so I like that. Shout out to my people. Federal government did say taxes will now start being sent out. That's right. That's right. Jose? Federal income taxes are now about to start to be sent out as of today. Here's what I want y'all to understand now. We talked about today about making peace with your financial past. Do not go buy that TV again. You don't need another mattress. You don't. Just flip it over, put some powder on it. You know how I go. You do not need that. Listen, I'm going to keep it real with you. You do not need the 2012 Honda Accord with 140,000 miles on it. It's all right. I know you're trying to go from A to B. I'm good. Don't do that. Right? We are making paths with our we are making peace with our financial past, y'all. We're not doing the same thing over and over again. Listen, you are held accountable once you get new information. I came up with this saying, Jose. I always come up with sayings. The consequences for a leader are more severe than they are for the sheep that's following. You feel me? If you're the leader of the household, the consequences are more severe for you because you are the one that's supposed to take the information before you make the move. Your kids, your nieces and nephews, the kids that you adopted, your stepkids, whatever it is, you have the obligatory right, look at that word, Jose. Look at that word, Jose. To show them a different way. We are not of the era where we say, do what I say, not as I do. We not that era. We are not that era. We are the era that says, I'm going to show you a better way by every day committing to being a better way. Ooh, Jose, I'm dropping bombs. I'm dropping bombs. Bombs over Baghdad. Bombs over Baghdad. Come on, boy. Let's go a little further, man. All right, here we look like today, man. Apple today made a couple little moves. Google made a little comeback slightly. They got beat up yesterday because of some, their AI, what I want to say right here. Their introduction to their new AI bot, it has some stuff that people ain't like. Meta gave us 1% today. Nvidia took a breather today. Amazon took a breather today. AMD took a breather today. Palo Alto up 3.9% today. Nancy Pelosi, we see you. Listen to me, y'all. Right? I'm going to keep it 100. If I was in the government, I would do the same thing. What's the use of having inside information if you ain't going to never use it? I personally don't understand why people be mad at Nancy. Listen. Why you think Martha Stewart went to jail? Because Martha wasn't no rat. You don't like that, Jose?
I like it. I actually do.
Martha Stewart wasn't no rat. If you my partner, and I got the information that could put you on or keep you from losing money, I'm going to hit your code. Skip it. What's that, babe? Hey, Jose, take your money out of that, dog. That thing about to, I know her. I know somebody that got their money in there. They told me they taking their money out. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my money out. How the hell Martha Stewart go to jail for trying to save somebody some money? God damn it, America. Ain't nobody made more money than Martha on TV selling cookware. Why would you do that to Martha? Martha is as American as Walmart. Why would you do that to Martha? But Martha was smart. Martha took her year in a day, came home, made a couple shows with Snoop, and made more money when she got out than she ever got in. Than she ever made going in. God damn it, that's a hustle. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? Martha. So, I'm not mad at Nancy Pelosi. You know why? I see the files coming across the desk. Listen, it is a get it. The minute we stop expecting the game to be fair is the minute we increase our chances of winning the game. The minute we stop expecting the game to be fair. All them politicians, listen, politicians making 6 figures, but they make 7 figures because they be trading stocks. Now, do they pass and manipulate laws to go in favor to the companies that they own? I ain't got nothing to say. My name is Bennett. We had a saying when I was in middle school. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it.
That's my government name, so I've been hearing it forever.
You feel me? But here's the question I want to ask you. See, people always judge from the outside looking in. A lot of people always say, if that was me, yada, 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 yada. Truthful question here. If it was you, what would you do? How can we expect the game to be fair when it was rigged from jump? How can we expect a game to be fair when the people write the rules as they go? The only rules that's really set in stone is the rule that they can change the game. The only rule that's set in stone, they about to be mad when I say this. You about to be mad when I say this, Jose. You about to be mad when I say this, Jose. The only rule that's set in stone is oppress black people as long as you can if they ain't willing to get the information. Keep hate in everybody's heart so they can kill each other off. And let us adjust the rules to keep fitting where we trying to go at. I don't care if you don't like it. It is what it is. That's the rules. That's the 3 rules. That's the 3 rules. Let's go a little further, Tootie. I'm going to get off that. We ain't going. All right, so today the market was tipped over to a little bit of a extreme greed, right? And we getting close, y'all. They had an analyst today that said the market has an 84% chance of recession. Now, here's my thing to that, Jose. If we got an 84% chance of recession in 2024, that will go against the rule that since 1958, the market has never had a down year in an election year. Now, my favorite thing is rules are made to be broken. Rules are made to be broken. But I'm just sad. Why would this year, now we can't get up into the saying of this year is different. This time is different. But since 1958, the market has not been down in an election year. Watch this. The stats get even better. The stats get even better when you have, what you call this, Jose? Incumbent? Yeah. That's incumbent, right? That's when the president running again. Oh, that boy good, boy. Hey, Jose. Hey, I paid a little bit of attention in the goddamn on civics class. You feel me?
Broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
No.
I see you.
No. Jose, I paid a little attention in civics class. It was my last year of school, civics. Incumbent, right? So when you have an incumbent president, the chances are it's even greater of the market being positive. So I don't know. I think that's why I'm kind of bullish this year, because I know it's an election year, but I'm not blindly bullish, if that makes sense. Right? I'm not blindly bullish, but I'm like a little hesitant, but I'm a little bullish. Nah, I will say this. Bro, we hit that 5,100 fast. I thought we was going to play around with it. Ain't play no games. It knocked 5,100 out the gate, bro. Touching 52. So, I'm not going to lie. Here's what I think, Jose. I do think we'll go sideways for a minute. Jose, we hit 3,000, bro. I'm going to claim something, Jose. Before the end of the year, we're going to be averaging 5,000 people per Trappin Tuesday, dog. Oh, yeah. Before the end of the year. We getting better and better, dog. We getting better and better. So I want to take a minute to say thank y'all to everybody that tune in every week. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. You know, share this with your friends. Put it in the group chat, but I ain't going to lie, y'all. I got to do a better job at promoting the audio, y'all. I don't know what I got to do. We got to get the audio up, y'all. We got to get the audio up, y'all. But we appreciate y'all each and every week for tapping in, man. 3,000 people in the chat, man. I love it. Let's go a little further, Jose. To it. All right. Y'all know we show this each and every week. Recession portfolio. Let's get to it. Definitely. Right now we up 24%, Jose. We print money. You feel me? Real money. I would like to say I've never paper traded a day in my life. Nothing against nobody that has, but we've never paper traded a day in our life. We've always used real money. And I would like to say that in this game, we like to look at percentages. We've been saying that since we started it. It ain't nothing new to us. That's why we always show percentages more than money, because percents matter. Percents matter simply because if I'm up 24% and you doing what I'm doing, then you up 24%. And I think I've always been a fan of saying that. Like, the percentage matters more than the dollar amount, because if it costs me $1 million and I'm up 100,000, but I'm only up 1%, then that's misleading, right? But we up 123,000 this year. Mind you, we was up like, I think 100-something thousand last year. So, you know, we up 24% this year, man. That's good. The market is only up 7%, Jose. Talk to me. Huh? Jose, the market is only up 7%, Jose. And I don't even got a whole bunch of high flyers. I got a couple. So that's, you know what I'm saying? So definitely want to shout to that. Shout to my people. Now, watch this, Jose. Shout out to my Trappers Anonymous family, because their portfolio's up, because they're killing it in the buy and hold game. Shout out to the Trappers for that. Shout out to the Trappers. All right, shout out to my Trappers Anonymous people for that. We definitely got to give them that. But I'm going to be real with you, Jose. I am waiting for a moment to deploy this 163,000. Shout out my Trappers in the chat. Shout out to Paul. We appreciate that super chat, family. Listen. We don't ask for money, so we like the fact that y'all donate to the show. Jose, we're going to do something, though. I told B this. So what I want to do is, I want to create a show where we take all the super chats and then we create a portfolio with the super chat money and then give dividends to the people who show up to the show every week. But I haven't figured out how to do it yet.
I'm about to say the dividend part. That's the only part.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. Or B, that's what we said we was going to do, huh? Yep. B still in New Orleans somewhere. Then come out with you heard me. So that's dope. So that's just the buy and hold portfolio. Let's go to Let's go. That's just the buy and hold. That's not the options portfolio. That's just the buy and hold portfolio. All right, let's go a little further to it. Let's look at our buy and hold positions. Costco was down $97 a day. FICO, y'all know we like that one. Eli Lilly. Meta made us some money today. Nvidia made us some money today. All right, I got a new holding that I'm gonna put in the recession portfolio. 2 new holdings that I found. I want to know if y'all know what it is. I want to know if y'all know what it is. Put it in the chat. If you know what it is, I got 2 new holdings that I'm gonna add to the recession portfolio. Put it in the chat if you know what it is. Put it in the chat if you know what it is. All right, 2, let's go a little further. All right, so let's look at our recession portfolio. Let's look at the options part. On the options, damn, I should have put this up there. So far on the options portfolio, I'm going to call out the actual percentages that we up. I should have did this, but I didn't. I don't know why I wasn't thinking. I wanted to do it. But so far in the options portfolio, we have cashed out $384,096. That's realized gains year to date from January to now. As of active positions that's still rolling, we have $727,520. So as of year to date, total gain, we up 113%. And we are up over $1 million in just the option portfolio, but only $384,000 is realized gains. $727,000 is unrealized gains, which is positions that we still have. So there you have it. Shout out to my people in the Patreon. Y'all getting money because y'all in these plays with me. That's what I love to see. I love to see y'all getting money, man. I love to see y'all post. Every now and then in the Patreon, I like to do a post check to see, where everybody at. So, man, I saw some people today in the Patreon. I was reading the chat, Jose. Can I take a second to read some of the Patreon chat, Jose? Let me put it in the chat right quick. Ask them in the chat, can I take a second to talk to some people in the Patreon right quick? I don't want to do it if they push for time, Jose. Why are you laughing, dog? If they push for time, I don't want to do it, Jose. All right, can I take a minute to shout out a couple people in the Patreon, if they don't mind? I'm going to have to do the same thing in Trappers Anonymous. I'm going to have to get some, what's your portfolio up so I can get them a shout. I want to give my people shout outs, but they deserve it, bro. They're using their hard-earned money. And I feel like I don't give my people in Trappers Anonymous enough highlight shine. So what I'm going to start doing in Trappers Anonymous, man, because in Trappers Anonymous, they can post it. So if you're in Trappers Anonymous, start showing me, what y'all up on y'all buying holds, and I'm definitely, what y'all portfolios up, and I'm definitely going to just highlight y'all, man. Matter of fact, I'll put it on the screen. So just want to give a...
Tootie said no, but we going.
Man, we ain't worrying about Tootie. I said, when I was doing ironwork, they used to say this. Man, just pull them goddamn levers, dog. Just push them goddamn buttons back there, bro. That's all you get paid to do. Push them damn buttons. Hi, George. That's a tell a crane operator. They don't tell me what to do. They push them goddamn levers. Push them goddamn buttons. So in the Patreon, right quick, I just want to highlight a couple people for putting up, some of their portfolios. I want to just highlight them, if y'all don't mind. Let me say something in there about temperature check. All right, so let's go with it. So let's give a shout out to, damn, I got to scroll, goddamn. It's a lot of people. Let me click to the top. Just give me a second for, the Patreon, bro, they be going crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I love them. Just give me a second. I'm trying to press it, so many of them, bro. All All right, shout out to Richard Diaz. I'm up 171% on my SMH contract. Shout out to Richard Diaz. Damn, I got so, it's taking so long to load, y'all. It's taking so long to load, Jose. Oh, damn. What the hell? Bruh. Go back. All right, so let's go. Just give some people some context. That might not be the one. I'm on the wrong one. Good morning. One question, do you believe? I say give me a what the one I say give me a temperature check? That's the one I want to see. Come right here, go right here, temperature check. Here we go. All right, here we go. There we go, Tootie. Thank you for that. All right, let's go. So let's give a shout out to Junior. He says, I'm up 30% on T-Rex. That was a sleep when you gave us. I'm up 3% on FICO. I'm up 18% on Palo Alto and my options. I'm up 37% on CrowdStrike on my option. I'm up 6% on my XLY. Shout out to you for that. I want to shout out Jesse Montgomery says I'm up 700%. Golly. On my PANW, I got a 322 contract. Shout out to you. Shout out to Blake, says I'm up 115%. Shout out to Eric C, I'm up 7% on AMAT. Shout out to Mark Ice, I'm up 72% on Eli Lilly contracts. I'm up 26% on XLY. I'm up 24% on QQQ. I'm up 160% on NVIDIA. I'm up 2% on XLK. I'm up 53% on CrowdStrike. I'm up 7% on AMAT. All options. Salute to you, family. Oh man, my daughter just texted me. Baby, I love you. Leah Dior Howard, I love you, girl. I know you're a little under the weather. You got strep throat. Your mama told me today. Anything daddy can do, I got you. She just texted me and say, Daddy, I'm watching your show. Come on, man. You make a real nigga cry. You did. Ain't nothing like the support of my baby, dog. That just means so much to me. I miss her. She was in New Orleans for like 2 weeks, dog. I was going crazy out here, bro, by myself, bro. Shout out to John. John says, Trap, I'm up 100% on NVIDIA. I'm up 70% on Eli Lilly. I'm up 54% on CrowdStrike. I'm up 10% on AMAT. I'm up 10% on XLY. I'm up 30% on XLK. I'm up 28% on Google. I got to give John a shout out because he went against my rules. I see you say my name on your show. Yes, baby. I said your name. Eric, listen, the whole world know I love you, girl. The whole world know I love you, girl. The whole world know I love you, girl. John went against my rule, not in a good way, but not in a bad way. It was a risky way. John got in a group and John invested like 80% of his capital. He was like, Trap, I'm all in. I said, God, he had me scared. John put all his chips on the table. Now, the crazy part about it was John put all his chips on the table, and when the options wasn't going our way, he texted me all day. What I'm supposed to do here, Trap? I say, hold. Trap, what to do right here? Hold. Then he doubled back and was like, I ain't never made this much money a day in my life. It's running. Then guess what he said? I should have added more. No, bro. No, you shouldn't have. It's certain people that make my heart race when they do something, and it was him, bro. So shout out to John, man, for just believing. Just want to shout out a couple more people right quick. Aura Frost, he up 111% with one contract. Definitely just want to shout my people out. Shout out to, I asked them one question, Jose, and they said, let me see, I can't do it, but the guy said, my baby said, tell your trappers I love them. And she sent me the 2 heart eye. Girl, you better not make your daddy up here cry. I love that girl, bro. Shout out to Tonya Jones. She got 1 option playing Eli Lilly. She up 69%. She's made $4,600. She has 2 shares in a buy and hold. She's made 22%. She said, Trap, I'm grateful for you. I just want, there's a ton of other people in there, man, that, I can't get them all, but I definitely want to take the time to shout out my people every week. Trappers Anonymous, if y'all start sending me some pictures of it, because y'all can put pictures, I'll definitely shout y'all out too in the group for y'all buying whole. I love it, bro. And you know why I love it, Jose? I'm going to be honest, it's because these are real people getting real results with real money, man. And there's nothing like, I know they had a couple people in the group. Matter of fact, one guy hit me up and he said, Trap, bro, like I done cracked 6 figures rocking with you, bro. I had a guy on the live one day. He said, man, I done hit $150,000, bro, since October last year to now rocking with you, Trap. And I love that, bro, simply because it's real people making real money. And we never know the sacrifice. Hold up, my baby done sent me something, y'all. I gotta listen to. I hope she don't say nothing crazy.
Dad, I know. I seen you on the show. I'm watching you right now. Look, I'm about to show you. I can hear you. Yep, I can hear you.
Jose!
What she say?
You couldn't hear it?
Everybody else can hear it.
They can hear it? She said, Daddy, I just want you to know I can see the show. I can hear you. I love you. Say, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I love that little girl so much, bro. Everything I do, dog, everything. I don't care what I be going through. I always keep her at the forefront of why I want to make $1 million in this market, why I want to trade for $1 million, why I want to, build a business out. Because I don't want to just give her cash. I want to give her tools, bro. And I want her to see her daddy in a high light, dog. I always want her to see her daddy in such a way, where she think man, my daddy like Superman. I want her to see that. I'll never break her heart, dog. Ever. She'll break my heart before I break her heart. You know what I'm saying? And because I feel like I won't give her, I don't want to just give her assets. I also want to give her information. Because generational wealth also consists of generational information. And information is the biggest asset. Because even if they decide to do something with the money that you don't agree with when you're not here, they still have the information to learn how to get whatever it is back. They got the information that she gonna have the information. One day she'll be a mother and she can teach her children. One day she'll be a wife and maybe she can teach her husband. Yo, my daddy taught me this. My daddy showed me this. This is what we need to do. Maybe she may be the person that gets somebody where she gotta navigate them, because there's women that can really teach men how to play the game. We just gotta put our pride and ego to the side to learn from it. I think that's been one of our mistakes as men. We haven't been willing to always just listen to the woman's perspective and her point of view, right? And I want her to be strong enough in there to know how to balance femininity and, nah, bro, we not going that way. We gonna go this way. We not gonna make the unnecessary mistakes. Maybe you didn't have a parent that built wealth. Maybe you didn't have a daddy that learned how to acquire assets and buy land and build a business, but I did. And because I did, I still want you to lead the family, but I'm gonna be such a great helpmate to you. You know what I'm saying? And so, bro, that inspires me knowing that my daughter watching me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it helps me hold myself to a higher, pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Because I keep her in mind with everything I do. And I know stuff on the internet never goes away. So I never want her to see her daddy looking like a asshole on here. You know what I'm saying? Or looking like a clown on here. I always want her to see her daddy like, damn, my daddy handled that situation dope. You know what I'm saying? My daddy moved with integrity. My daddy, everybody might not always agree with him, but he handled it well. I might don't agree with him, but I like the way he handled it. You know what I'm saying? Because we in a world where everybody ain't gonna always agree with us. everybody got different experiences in life. And so people gonna see things different, and that's okay. But the way he handled it is what I admire most. He kept his control, he kept his composure. He ain't blast out curse words. He handled it like a man. My daddy always represented a man. And for me, bruh, knowing that she watching me all the time, especially because I didn't have a father, Jose. So I learned from gangsters, I learned from drug dealers, I learned from alcoholics, I learned from crackheads, I learned from heroin addicts, I learned from murderers, I learned it all. I learned from preachers. And I was able to use all that information, bro, to help me become the man I am, the man that I'm growing into. And so knowing again that she watching me, bro. And she was sensible enough to text me to say, Daddy, I'm watching the show. Like that just mean a lot to me, man. So shout out to me, shout out to her mom, man. I think we're doing a great job. We don't always get it right, but we try our best to work on it, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my daughter, man. I love you, girl. All right, let's go a little further, Jose. We got off here. All right. Recession portfolio. So this was a play we put in last week. It's up $6,000. Let me look at the percentages so I can tell y'all the percentages right quick, because I know y'all want to see that as well. I should have just started making that. So that play is up 14%. We put it up last week. So if you're in Trappers Anonymous and you got that play, if you're in the Patreon, you anywhere between 10 and 14%, depending on when you did it. The Amazon play is up 197%. This AVGO play is up 389%. The CrowdStrike play is about 2 weeks old. We up 56%. The Google play, the first Google play, my trappers are in that. They up 5%. The second Google play is the one I did on my own. I'm down 41%. I think I'm gonna probably lose on that one unless Google do something great. Eli Lilly play is up 64%. The people got in that. The first meta play is up 441%. Let's go a little further to it. One more. Yep, right there. Netflix play is now up the next meta play is up 332%. As y'all can see, the Netflix play is up 126%. The NVIDIA play is up 542%. Second NVIDIA play up 352%. The third NVIDIA play is up 158%. That was the last one we got in. We probably been that one about 3 weeks. This play right here, we put it in today. It was up about 9%, and then at the end of the day, so we down 2% on that one. This QQQ play, we are up 20% in that one. SMH play, we up 154%. XLK play, go back to the one. Yep, XMH play right there, we up 154%. The XLK play, this is the one I did free on Instagram. I did that one on Instagram for free. And I had to ask my Patreon people, to let me go with that one. That one is up 1.7%. And then the XLY play is down 8%. So in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 plays, Jose. Out of 18 plays, 1, 2, 3 plays are down. Out of 18 plays, 3 plays are down. Now, mind you, we sold 1 QQQ play. That's 19. We sold that one to the good. We sold 2 NVIDIA plays. That's to the good. So in total, our last 22 plays, we down on only 3 plays. Now I will say this, Jose. Our option strategy is definitely an unorthodox strategy. We don't do a lot of stuff like people like Aristotle, Terry, Tay Sweat. They really they look at charts a lot, right? Because they day trade more. For me, we do like deeper swing trades. So we 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 1 year. Sometimes I'll go 18 months. I haven't done an 18-month play just because I know that's going to be super, super expensive for the Patreon group. So we kind of stop at a year. Price range varies. You're probably going to need at least $500 to get in, some of the cheaper plays. Some of the most expensive plays have cost us, $14,000 for a contract. You know what I'm saying? That's what that 360, that 630 NVIDIA contract, that joker cost me about $13,000 per play. About at least $11,000. You know what I'm saying? Because I put $180,000 in it. That was my biggest play. I did 25 contracts, so it's somewhere up and down. My mat may be off a little bit. So, the prices vary in our contracts. But I love everybody that plays this game. And I don't got no hate toward nobody that play this game, simply because even my guy Ian, right? He does futures. And the reason why is because if you can teach people how to play this game and make money, you're needed. Right? If you can teach people how to play this game and make money, you're needed for the simple fact we're in a time now where our people need ways to make money. Right? And if you can add that tool to a person's arsenal where they can leverage their dollar from what they're making from their income to make money in this market, you helping people get free. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it the right way with integrity and you helping people, that's it. And I think once our people learn that there's so many different ways to play this game, you don't have to pick this person or that person. What you should do is, let me go learn from Aristotle and let me learn from him for a little while. And then once I get good at what he doing, let me go see what Taste Sweat and maybe Terry is doing. Let me pick one of them and see how I can learn from there. We shout to Natalie and Nicole, thank you, Queen. And then let me go see what Trap is doing so I can learn from Trap. So now you got 3 different investment styles. You got 3 different ways to play the market, right? And I think the goal should always be to master the market. As many tools as you can put in your arsenal, that's the better you get. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what? Let me go learn the buy and hold strategy from Trap too. Because I don't think nobody else teach the buy and hold game but me. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm masterful at that. So I think if you put all of those weapons in your arsenal, that's the game. Because I think Terry does a lot of margin trading, right? And that goes against what I do, but Terry be killing it. I think Aristotle's a day trader. He goes scalp his butt off, right? Tay Sweat, he in a competition right now. So I think you should learn from everyone. And anybody that I didn't mention, man, if you're doing with integrity, you too, man. I think I think we're in a time, bro, where our people need, it. And we're going to talk about that tonight in our 6 phases of wealth. And majority of our people are in those first 3 phases. And I salute to them because they good at technicals, bro. Like, that ain't my thing, right? But what you can't deny from me is that go put up 22 trades and get this type of return on it. You can't deny that. I'm not saying they haven't done it. What I'm saying is we 20 out of 23 trades, we up on 20 of them. You can't, that gotta be impressive. You know what I'm saying? That gotta be impressive on anybody's scale. So with real money, and so I want salute to everybody in this game that's in that financial revolutionary space that's helping people get bread. Shout out to Chris Johnson. I almost forgot. Chris Johnson, full auto, the OG, for 100%. I know those guys, man. I know those guys. So definitely, if I missed anybody, man, I love everybody as far as, because I just know where we at. And I know that everybody's teaching style may not be for everybody, but the game is. And that's why I want to go at with that. All right, man, let's go a little further, man. So if you want to come to join the Patreon, Jose going to put the link in the chat, man. Join the Patreon. Let's go. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight because we already an hour and a half in, so it's probably going to be a 3.5 hour show. 2, they don't bring your butt out here talking about the time. You hear me? My Rolex wine, it don't tick. Slight flex. All right, so we got to start off with this haymaker right here, man. Bitcoin to the moon. Here they come. I know they coming, man. Bitcoin has hit 57,000. That's his first time getting that high since 2021, fam. Since 2021, 57,000. First time since 2021. The high was, I think, 63. I'ma still hold firm on my bet, Jose. I don't think it'll hit 100,000 by the end of the year, right? I'ma still hold firm on it, but it's exciting. I like when the crypto people start talking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I love when they start. Their energy is unmatched, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like their energy is unmatched, bro. So I love to see it because they are locked in on that Bitcoin and crypto gonna change the world. And I'm not mad at nobody for their beliefs. I don't think it should be crypto over everything. I think it should be all of them together. I do believe that people use, my daughter texted me and say, good job, daddy. I do believe that if you're a crypto advocate, then of course, crypto gonna be the number one on your list. But what I don't think you should do is stick with just crypto. I think you should be diversified. I think you should use crypto because when crypto is down, stocks gonna go crazy, or maybe real estate is going crazy. I think if you're in the stocks, you should do that. And shoot, I got 100,000 in crypto. I'm up, I think we up 80-something% in my crypto thing. But all I got is the big dogs. I got Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I remember, Jose, when I bought Bitcoin again when it was, I think it was 19,000. I spent like 40 grand on it. And I posted on Instagram, and everybody was like, you should wait till it go lower. Thing ain't go no lower. Shot up after that. Something like that, right? I remember Ethereum got to like 800 and something, and I bought maybe 20,000 of that, and it was like, you should wait till it go lower. I wouldn't buy it right now. It ain't go no lower than that. Maybe $1 or $2. And I'm saying that to say is, as an investor, you should have your own thesis, your own hypothesis and philosophies on when you're going to buy something. Because there's a bunch of people in this world that all they know is it's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. And they miss the mark 100% of the time. Because they always want something to go lower. Not realizing that these things, these indices, these assets, they are meant to go up. They'll have seasons where they're down, but you can't predict when the low is. You can't predict that. So when you see an asset at a good price, you buy it. The only issue is we don't know what Bitcoin is worth. That's my issue. You can't say what it's worth. You can't put a real value on it because you're always buying it based on somebody going, Bitcoin 100K in 2024. Man, I ain't mad at you. Shit, I'm going to make money on it regardless. I just got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Either way it wins. All right. If it don't hit 100, I look good. If it hit 100, I make money. You know what I'm saying? It is. So I think that you need to develop your own personal philosophy and strategies. Because if not, there's always going to be somebody that's going to oppose what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, crypto to the moon. Somebody gonna be like, man, that shit trash. Don't let them infiltrate what you feel and believe. Tell them, okay, cool, it's some trash that I like. We keep it pushing. You feel me? There's always somebody gonna be that has something to say on the other side of what you're doing. Let's go a little further, man. Let's jump out the gate. So, watch this, y'all. Tesla rival BYD launches its electric supercar. Right, so BYD launches its most expensive car, which for 1.8 million won, which is $233,450 exclusively in the China market. Jose, it goes 62 miles an hour. It gets to 62 miles an hour in 2.3 seconds. Is that fast? So I'm not a car guy like that. I'm not a car guy.
In other words, you can hit 60 before you get out your driveway.
Ooh. It take me about a minute to get out my driveway. No lie. George, that's fast? So that's saying 0 to 62 in 2.3 seconds. That's what it's saying. So 1 1,000, 2 1,000. So give me so hold up, Jose. I gotta ask this question. Is that get in the car, turn the engine on? Or is it the engine is on by the time I hit the metal? So by the time I get in the car, click it, I can go to 62 miles. God damn, that's fast. 62 miles in 2.3 seconds. Is that?
62 miles an hour in 2.3 seconds.
No, man. So it's saying it can go 62 miles an hour, meaning 0 to 62. And so what is the 2 seconds? Is it 1 1,000, 2 1,000, or is it 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi? That's 2 different things, Jose. Man, Jose, that's 2 different things. If we playing it, I need the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Because if you go 1 1,000, you cheating. I need a Mississippi. In the chat, we need to know, is it a Mississippi or is it a 1,000? I need to know in the chat, is it a Mississippi? You feel me? Is it a Mississippi? I need to know, Jose. I'm a Mississippi. Don't 1,000 me. Don't 1,000 me. I need the Mississippi. I need the I need the Mississippi. Is you Mississippi or is you 1 1,000, 2 1,000? Or is you this person? 1, 2. I don't trust them people there.
Yeah, they too fast.
Jose, I don't trust the people. The people that go count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to play nothing with you where we got to count. Because you speed up the time when you feel like we done ran too far. You speed up the time. Your time ain't accurate. And you peeking. You look. You cheating. You cover your eyes like this with the hands open. Nope. I need to know. Is you a misser? Because you know the people 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I don't even hit the Mississippi no more. Where it went at? I ain't even got to the bushes yet. I'm trying to play catch, get a little bit. You hiding. You speeding up the process. I'm still over here sweet talk. I'm trying to get a kiss on the cheek. Come on, man. Y'all slipping. I wasn't by myself. I'm under the house. I'm trying to talk. Come out with me. You over there. You mad because you trying to make me it so I don't get my kiss because you trying to get a kiss. You feel me? 1, 2, 3, go there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got 4. You done skip 4, 5, 6, 7. You see me and her going the same way. You done speed up the numbers. You feel me? You done you done speed up the numbers. All right, let's go. So anyway, BYD is the world's largest EV seller, overtaking Tesla in Q3 2023. But watch this, Jose. The top speed is 309. It's all electric.
What's the highest you did in the car?
What's the highest? The Bentley got 200 on the dash.
No, what did you do?
I'm not a fast car driver.
Oh, okay.
I'm a luxury driver. You know why? I'm scared.
I touched 120 once. I said,
No, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't like going that fast in cars. And I don't like to be in a car with people that go fast. Let me out, dog. Yo, damn. Where's that, Jose? I need to know how to switch it. Damn, I forgot how to switch it. Damn. Let me see if I got it. I got it, Jose. Damn, where's that, dog? Man, Jose, you took it off? There you go.
but you gotta hit it over.
Pussy, man. Like me, man.
That ain't it.
Don't. Let me out.
Let me out. Jose, let me out. What is this, Jose?
I wanna go home. I wanna go home.
I'm broke.
Yeah, so that's it. Now, watch this though, Jose. Let me tell you something that's dope about this stock here. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger bought this stock 3 years ago. They been on it, dog. They bought this stock 3 years ago. They bet it. They was like, yo, this stock gonna be better than Tesla. They got it 3 years ago. But I'm still keeping my Tesla. Let's go a little further. Oh, damn, Jose, I forgot my daughter was watching. Shit. Hey, Stan. You don't know what that is. Anyway, watch this, an EV winter, right? So EVs, Rivian, and Lucid tumble to record lows as the demand winds away. Tesla is also down about 20% this year, fam. So here's my question, Jose. Is the world fading away from the EV structure? Do you think it's an EV winter, Jose? Tesla struggling, Lucid struggling. I already didn't like Lucid and Rivian anyway.
For used cars.
Huh?
Used cars.
Man, nobody don't buy no used cars, EVs.
The used EVs is going up.
But the sales is down, Jose.
Right, I'm saying.
That's everything. That's everything. Let's go a little further. And it's a new record. All right, watch this, man. I definitely got to give my dog a shout out, man. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, posted a 28% fourth quarter increase in operating earnings. They earned $8.4 billion in Q4 of 2023. Also, they announced a record high cash pile of $167 billion. Warren Buffett now has more cash on the side than any of the tech companies that we like. Apple, Microsoft, Google. Google is next with 110. Microsoft is number 3 with like 98. Apple is down to 77 billion. They're doing a lot of research and development. Guess who's on the top 10 list? Ford, $45 billion. I never knew they had that much money. Why they sitting on that much money? Ford is sitting on $40 billion in cash, but the balance sheet look like trash. But as of right now, Warren Buffett has the most cash on hand, but also it's the highest stock on the stock market, around $618,000, right? But I own Berkshire B. Warren Buffett said we not giving away a dividend. They use all their money to buy back stocks, bro. Shout out to Warren Buffett and the OG. Shout out to the OG for being the OG. Quick, huh? It don't take me long. All right, let's go a little further to it. All right, so watch this, man. Jamie Dimon cashes out for the first time, right? JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon sells about $150 million of his JP Morgan stock. Now, here's what I found out. I did some research and homework just to give y'all a little idea of what's going on. He sold 822,000 shares. He's looking to sell up to 1 million, but watch this. He still has 8.9 million more shares to sell. It's his first time selling since owning, right? So I want somebody to do some homework for me right now. How much is JP Morgan stock? Watch this, y'all. Watch this. And this is what we be missing. Huh? What it is? All right. JP Morgan stock is $183.45. Somebody multiply that time 8.9 million. Or multiply it time 9 million. Right? $183 times 9 million. Trap, I just feel.
1.647 billion.
What you got? No, that ain't a real number, George. 1.6 billion. You said the E though. I don't know what the E number is, dog. So 1.6 billion, right? So the next time somebody tell you can't be wealthy as a working a 9 to 5, tell them they're a damn lie. Now watch this though. He has 8.9 million shares left. Let me show y'all some great math right quick. he sold 150 million. Like, yo, he sold 822,000 shares and said, yo, that's worth 150 million. I still got a net worth of 1.something billion. Now let me show you something that's even gangster. He probably got all his shares reinvested. So the dividends from those shares gonna buy him more shares. Think about that. JP Morgan pays a 2.24% dividend yield, right? Let me show you. Let's do some homework right quick. This is what I want. When I tell y'all that the wealthy people in America got their money in stocks, this is what I be wanting y'all to see. And this is how they play the game. This is why you need to play the game. Watch this. So, JP Morgan pays a $4.20 dividend per share. So, multiply this. $4.20 times 8.9 million. Multiply that. $4.20 times 8.9 million, or 9 million. Multiply that. Well, there's 37 million. So he get 37.3 million, right? So he get 37, listen to the numbers. He get 37.3 million a year in dividends. Wait a minute though. Let's walk through this right quick. If the JP Morgan stock is $183, now you got to divide 183 into 37 million. Why did I say that? Because now that tells us how many shares of JP Morgan stock his reinvested dividends give him a year. So just from his dividends reinvested, they already gonna buy him another, how much? 202,000 shares. I just walked you through the whole formula. Go back and listen to that formula. I just walked you through it. Let's go through it again with just in a slow motion. So he has 8.9 million shares of JP Morgan stock. We figured out that that's worth $1.6 billion. Now, tomorrow we can weigh up and that go up even more. Like, it can fluctuate, right? But if we know they reinvested based off that stock price, we know that 8.4 million shares at $4 a share in dividends gives him $37 million in cash flow. But he's smart. He probably doesn't get that cash flow out. What he does is he reinvests all those dividends, and that $37 million in 1 year buys him 222,000 more shares. Let's go even a step further. When a company performs a certain way, he probably gets more stock compensation. So when a company performs a certain way, he probably gets another 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 shares for certain performance metrics based on the stock price. I'm just telling you. Now let's look at it while I'm telling you this. Don't look at me like I'm being an asshole. The reason why I don't want you to take profit when you make 100, when you got 5 shares or 10 shares or 15 shares, is because my goal is to help you build out your shares so that your shares, the ones that pay dividends, they buy you more shares. So the dividends from your shares buy you more shares, and the shares itself increase your wealth. Right now I own 1,000. I'm lying. I own 700 shares of JP Morgan Chase. I'm lying. I own 500 shares of JP Morgan Chase. My goal is to own 1,000 shares, and then we keep going. The reason why I'm not taking profit is because my goal is to keep building this out so I can do what they doing. Now, I don't know if I'll ever get 8.9 million shares because they dumping 200,000-300,000 shares on them at a time. But boy, if I can get to 5,000-10,000 shares, boy, we talking numbers. So that's why I use the options portfolio. 20% of my profits on everything always go to my buy and hold. Why? So my options can buy me more shares in my buy and hold. We talking about playing the wealth game, y'all. We talking about printing money babies. That's all he doing. And that's what they do. But we're going to go a little further. Watch this. Jamie Dimon sold 150 million in cash. Mark Zuckerberg sold 1.8 million shares for 400 million in 2023. Mark Zuckerberg got a network of $100 and something billion. He sold 1.8 million shares for $400 million. Bro, he still got about 6-point-something million more shares to go. And as that stock price climbs up, guess what happens? So does his network. Here's the dope part about Meta right now. They just let go of a 50-cent dividend. Guess what he's doing now? Reinvesting all his shares. And I'm glad I said that because now I got to go in my account and reinvest my Facebook shares. So guess what? He going to make more money now because now his Facebook shares from his dividends is buying him more stock, more shares of Facebook stock. But let's go a little further. Jeff Bezos sold $3 billion in Amazon stock from IPO to 2019. He only sold $3 billion worth from IPO to 2019. Think about that holding period. Amazon IPO'd in 1996 at $47. Between then and 2019, he only sold $3 billion worth. So even when he was the richest man in the world, he was the richest man in the world. Why? Because his wealth was where? In Amazon stock. Watch this. From 2019, in 4 days alone, this year, he sold almost $4 billion worth. Think about that. From IPO to 2019, he only sold $3 billion. In 4 days alone in 2023, he sold almost $4 billion worth, and he's still top 3 richest men in the world. At about 98 billion. I think he had 100 and something billion. Because Bernard Arnault is 200 and something billion. Elon Musk is 200 and something billion. Then it's Jeff Bezos at probably, I think, 100 and something billion. I'm just want us to understand how they navigating the game. So I'm not being hard on you when I'm telling you, bruh, sis, stop selling the stock so fast. Build your positions up. That's how you build wealth. I'm not worrying about the $50 profit. Even with myself, I'm not worrying about the $20,000, $30,000 profit. You know why? Because I want to buy more. I want to get that $1,000. I want to get those 1,000 shares, the 2,000 shares, 5,000 shares. That's when you start playing a wealth game at a whole different place. But here's what we need to understand. You have to make peace with your financial past in order to be present and peaceful in your financial future. So every time, Trap, should I take profit? The reason why you want to take profit, because you still got the residue of your financial trauma right in front of your face. It's right in front of your face. You can't shake it. That's why I made you write down today. I will make peace with my financial past. The reason why I told you that is because if we play in this game and we really, really, really want to win at this game, we got to let them old habits, belief, and emotions go. And I promise you, I'm not criticizing you. This tough love. I need you to stop saying, Trap, I got 5 shares. Should I take profit? Hell no. You shouldn't take profit. You shouldn't take profit. Because one, you should never bought the company if you ain't believe in it. Remember, treat a gamble like a gamble. Treat an investment like an investment. If it's a gamble, you treat it different. If you bought the company, you should not be buying it to sell it to buy it back again. You should take profits to get into position. So what are you doing? All right, Trap, I'm up, whatever. Let me reload the clip so I can buy it again at a dip. But if I am going to sell it, I'm going to sell it to put it in another position, not selling it just to sit on a profit. You should only be taking profits to get in position. You should never be taking profit just because you scared and you won't sit on the sideline. That's why you need to be loading your clip up. Boy, I can't wait till I get to the 6 phases of wealth that we're going to break down, bro. But that's why you should be loading your clip all the time. Why? So you can keep getting in what? Position, 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 position. This game is all about positioning. But you can't see your financial future as a thriving future if you're still living in, you're not at peace with your financial past. Let's go a little further to it. All right, right here, man. Records are made to be broken, man. So watch this. And I brought this up because NVIDIA had the biggest one-day capital gains in history. This stock in one day gained $277 billion in market cap. But here's what I want you to see too. There's a trend, because how do we have two stocks do the same thing in the same year? Watch this. Meta did it a couple weeks prior. $197 billion in capital gain and market cap in 1 year. Mark Zuckerberg went from like the 8th richest man to like the 5th richest man in 1 day. And it wasn't because he went and worked overtime. It's because his stock went up like crazy. Shout out to us for being in those option plays. Shout out to you for being in those buy and hold plays. But let's see what happened before. In 2022, Apple and Amazon did it, $191 billion apiece. In 2023, NVIDIA did it again, $184 billion. In January 2022, Apple did it. So Apple did it twice in 1 year, $169 billion. July 2020, Apple did it, $169 billion. October, Apple did it, $150 billion. Microsoft did it in 2020 and 2023 with $150 billion and $148 billion. And then Tesla did it in 2022 in 2022, 144. I want you to tell me the common theme up here. I want you to tell me what's the common theme you see up here. All technology stocks. All technology stocks. And it all happened, the biggest moves happened when? From 2020 to 2024 in the same industry. That's all technology stocks. And we see it all happen between 2020 and 2024. Here's what I want you to understand. Do you think it's about to stop? And the reason why we can't say this is a bubble is because there's real earnings, there's real profits, and there's real revenue behind these moves. This is the first time that we, as a class of people, I'm not even talking race here, this is the first time as a class of people that we have had access to the game. That's why I'm so excited for everybody that's playing the game. That's why it's so important for all of us to help each other play the game from various different avenues. Why? Because there's so much money to be made in this game. Trap, you selling courses? Hell yeah, I sell courses. You know why? Because my courses help people get money. I keep adding more to the courses that I got. Trap, you got a Patreon group. Yep, I do got a Patreon group. I'm helping people get money. I got to fight with them not to quit their job. I'm helping people make 4, 5, 6 figures. Yeah, I'm selling it. But if you ain't willing to spend $47, $79 to go make 6 figures, that ain't a me problem. That's a you problem. You still tired. You ain't made peace with your financial past yet. If you mad that I'm selling you a course for $497 to teach you how to buy, break down stocks, find great companies, the same blueprint that I use, you don't got to buy it. Nobody got your head to a gun, but at the same time, I do a 3-hour show every Tuesday for free. Pick one. Pick one. We on episode 84. I promise you, there's a whole bunch of master classes in all of them. Chat, why you charge $697 for an options platform? Because you're going to make $697 in one play. You gotta make peace with your financial past. Well, Trap, I ain't got 697 right now. Okay, cool. Come look at Trappin Tuesdays. Go look at it. We done gave out a bunch of free plays. We done made a bunch of free plays. You can make money just off the free plays we get. Just off looking at certain stuff on here. We gotta start saying that we really want this, and then watch this, Jose. We gotta change for what we say we want, or we gotta change what we say we want, bro. You gotta change for what you say you want, or you gotta change what you say you want. I'm gonna keep it real, family. Freedom will be the most expensive thing you ever spend money on. Not the Birkin bag, not the Tesla car, not a Bentley, not a Cullinan, not your house. Freedom will be the most expensive thing you ever buy. Why? Because every day you gotta put a down payment on it. It ain't never yours free and clear. Jose, the freedom ain't never yours free and clear. Every day you got to put a payment on it. You leasing it to own it. And the minute you don't make a payment, they come and get it from you. And they ain't just taking it from you. When you miss the payment, you lose it. Your kids lose it. Your wife lose it. Your husband lose it. Your significant other lose it. The generations behind you lose it. When you don't make the payment on freedom, it's non-negotiable that they come and take it from you, fam. So you got to renegotiate the contract. Every day you got to make a payment on it. That payment come in sacrifice. That payment come in knowledge. That payment come in information. That payment come with being in the right room. That payment come with knowing the right people. That payment come with always being a student. That payment come with doing the right thing with your money. That payment come with investing more money than you spend. That payment come with investing more money than you save, but saving more money than you spend, but spending less money than you got to spend. Every day you got to buy your freedom. Ronald Reagan said it, yo, we are one generation away from losing it. And you don't want to be the generation that always telling the next generation what it was like to be free. One generation away. Freedom can't always be handed down. Somebody got to fight for it to get it first. You can't hand down what you ain't fought for. You can't hand down what you ain't sacrificed for. You can't hand down what you ain't bleed for. You can't hand it down. And the worst thing you can do is expect somebody to give you freedom. Because from everything I've watched, I ain't never seen a slave master give away freedom without some consequences behind it, some repercussions, some backdoor deal, some unexpected loophole that you wasn't expecting. I ain't never seen them give freedom away. How the hell Thomas Jefferson talked about freedom, but he had more slaves than a little bit. He actually was in love with a slave that he kept on having sex with. I'm just saying, all your forefathers said something about freedom, but they love slaves. Freedom ain't never been free. It's always had a price. It's always been died for. It's always been bled for. It always cost you money. The same dollar that was the catalyst of freedom is the same dollar that got to buy back your... Let's say it again. The same dollar that was the catalyst to slavery is the same dollar it's going to take to buy back your freedom. And I want to get all my reparations out the market first. Because if I can get my reparations out the market, I ain't got to go beg nobody to give me what they know they're supposed to give me. I ain't got to go beg nobody to give me what they owe me. They know they owe it to us. But man, if I go get it out the market, I got a whole bunch of more buying power. Remember what I told you in the beginning of this episode? The misunderstanding of money makes a certain class of people feel powerless. If you allow them to feed you, you give them permission to starve you. Let's go a little further to it. All right, NVIDIA makes Wall Street adjust. This was important when I saw this, y'all. Look at this. NVIDIA, Citibank went from 575 to 820. Bernstein Trust went from 690 to 900. KeyBank went from 740 to 1100. Morgan Stanley went from 750 to 800. Cantor Fitzgerald went from 775 to 900. Bank of America went from 800 to where's that? To 800 to 880. Goldman Sachs went from 800 to 875. Listen, Truist Bank went from, where they at? 691 to 911. Bank of America went from 800 to 925. KeyBank went from 740 to 1100. Listen. Now, here's what I will say. Price targets have a little bit, these type of price targets have a little bit of greed in them, but they also have a little bit of truth in them. Your goal is to be able to navigate. You ain't got to bite it all at once. You can eat it incrementally. So here's what I'm going to tell everybody in my Patreon group, but I'm going to be real with you. We probably going to get in about 2-3 more NVIDIA players this year. They're going to cost you a bag. You know why? Because they setting these price targets mean that they going to cost a little more. I'm not saying you're not going to be able to get in them. I'm saying they're going to cost you a bag. They're going to cost you probably $10,000 or better for these NVIDIA plays. But the gains you're going to get on it going to be crazy. I never want them, this is why I don't never take my profits out, because I never want the market to price me out of a position that I know got a lot of upside to. And yeah, you can hit it for a week, like if you do like a weekly trade on it, it's going to be cheaper. But for me, that's putting the time, I want to milk it like a cow. I want to milk it. I want to milk it. So for me, you know, it's going to cost you. We're going to probably do like 2-3 more of them. And they're going to cost us. They're going to cost us. But we got the opportunity to be in other plays where the other plays we can, that's why I don't take no money out. I took money out of my options portfolio one time, and that was to go to Aruba. Other than that, I'm putting that back in there. You know why? Because I never want the market to, I know they're going to, as we get into these growth and these economic expansion with these companies, they're going to get a little more expensive. You can day trade it, you can weekly trade it, you can monthly trade it, you can 2 months. They're going to be cheaper. For me, I'm going 6 months, 8 months, 9 months. I'm using my formula to find my strike price, and yo, we're going to knock it out the park. But it's going to cost us a pretty penny. I'm just saying. Let's go a little further, Tootie. Man, you're doing a good job, dog. All right, I want to ask y'all something right quick. When it comes, so I always like to talk to Trappers Anonymous. Today we put in a thing today about moats. What competitive advantage do you look for? When you're looking at a company, what's the competitive advantage that you are looking for? So we talk about moats. If you, Erica Abbott, thank you, beloved. Freddie Boykins, I appreciate your family. You feel me? I wonder if that's my dog Freddie that used to be in Trappers Anonymous, man. I wonder if that's Freddie used to be in Trappers Anonymous. All right, let's go a little further. Right here, Tootie, stay here. I know Tootie about to click it. I know my dog. So one of the things we talk about always is moats. When you're in Trappers Anonymous, we have a day called Moat Monday. I put it in there today. I got to put our ticker tools in there. We got a day called Moat Monday. And Moat Mondays is when we talk about, you know, the different moats in the company. We scale them on a scale of 1 to 10. I want to ask you, when you're looking for a moat, let's look at these two. Which one will you look at the most? Would it be innovation? Will it be branding? Now, here's what I will say. Warren Buffett said the fundamental basis of above average performance in the long run is finding a company with a sustainable competitive advantage, right? Finding a company with a sustainable competitive advantage. So I'll give y'all a key. When y'all ask me about how my key to beating the market is any company I'll invest in, it has some type of moat. Every company you see me invest in is going to have a moat because they are outperformers. Always. When you see me with a company in buy and hold, if you see me with a company in my options, that's one of my tricks. I only trade companies that have moats because I'm willing to own them, and I only own companies in my recession portfolio or any other portfolio. It gotta have a moat. Now, let's talk about these two different types of moat right here. And innovation isn't necessarily a moat. Innovation can be an intangible asset that a company has. So an intangible moat is a thing. Innovation is not a moat. And the reason why innovation is not a moat is because innovation doesn't last long. You got to keep innovating, right? But what happens is the patent that can be attached to the innovation is a moat. Come on, man. Come on, man. We giving game. Khadijah, we giving them game right here. That's my girl, Khadijah. I'm so proud of her, right? The innovation itself isn't a moat, but it's the patent and the licensing that they can have, the intangible asset that allows the innovation to be a moat. Now, let's talk about it. Branding moats. So they got branding power. Companies like Apple, return 29%, Starbucks, McDonald's, Crocs. These companies have branding moats. Based on the name, they strong. Right? Based on the name, they strong. And you actually got pretty decent performance. Or, let's talk about innovation. Tesla, Nvidia, Uber, Salesforce. This type of innovation changed the game, right? But they may have to keep innovating in a way. Now, Salesforce, because they do their back end, they're going to have to keep innovating different things that they do. Uber, same way. Nvidia, same way. Tesla, the same way. My question to you in the chat. My question for you in the chat. For y'all asking, I did that because I wanted to represent Crocs, not Lacoste. My question to you in the chat. If you had to pick, would you go with a branded moat or would you go with the innovation where the intangible asset moat? If you had to pick one, what would you go with? If you had to pick one, would you go with branding or would you go with intangible asset? If you had to pick one. We need to my bad. George, give me that drink out my office. Thank you, brother. All right, so let's go, Jose. What we got? Would they take the branding mode or would they take the innovation mode? There's a downside to each one, though. There's a downside. The branded name don't always last the longest, right? It can be last long, but don't always mean profits. Innovation, you got to keep innovating. Profit can be strong. Profit could be strong. We don't got no ice on. Profit could be strong, but Nick, appreciate the super chat. What's down, fam? What do you think, Jose? I like it. That mean they thinking. That mean they learning. Right? Because both have its ups and downs. A branding mode over time, that brand has to keep doing things that add to his name. Right? Think about it. Starbucks, we know the Starbucks brand, but that don't necessarily turn to profits all the time. We know the McDonald's brand, but it don't always turn to profits all the time. With innovation, Tesla got to come up with something new. They're getting their butt whooped right now. Uber, we had to sit in the trenches for a long time before we was able to turn up on that. I got that thing at $14. You feel me? Nvidia, if you've been in it, it's been slow roasting. The last 3 years, it just went crazy, but it's been slow roasting for a minute. So you'll get that run, and then you got to slow down again. So there's ups and downs to each one. You got to pick which one you're going to rock with, right? Now, some companies may have both. At one point, Apple had both, right? Speaking of Apple, Apple announced today that they are pushing back even further the idea of an Apple car. Apple, y'all ain't shit. My toilet broke, Jose. All right, 2 days. Let's go a little further. Let's say what our winner was. Innovation. We 55. Ooh, they just how much? 55%. They just edged it out. But all my Brandon Mo people, don't trip. All right, so watch this, man. All right, so this was kind of tough on me, man. It's gonna cost you either way. Shout out to Steve, man. Look at this graphic, dog. What do you think about a Wallstreet looks like us now grocery store, dog? What are we selling now? Organic fruit? Juices. Trap juice. Trap juice is gonna sell. Jose. I'm about to put. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. My go-to juice is either watermelon straight or watermelon cucumber or watermelon pineapple or celery, pineapple, cucumber, lime. That's my go-tos. I just came up with a new one. A whole bag of red grapes. So let me tell you about the seeds, bro. So first of all, I'm not mad if you can find grapes with seeds, use them. If you can't find grapes with seeds, use the grapes with no seeds. Here's why. The people eating pork, they eating beef, they smoking hookahs, they taking shots of Casamigos. So the seedless grapes ain't gonna kill them. They eating, you feel me? They eating bread. You feel me? They using lard. You feel me? They drinking cold drinks. A soda, that's what y'all call them? We call them cold drinks. What you call them, cuz? Cuz, let me ask you a question. The apparatus in your house that you put your food in to keep it cold, and what do you call it? You call it a refrigerator or the refrigerator? All right. I call mine an ice box. I've been calling the ice box my whole life. I was on the phone with somebody, and I was like, man, I paid, I don't want to say the price, for this dang ice box, and the people had to come fix it. And they was like, what's an ice box? I said, it's what you put your food in. They was like, the refrigerator?
It ain't even refrigerator, it's refrigerator.
I was like, the ice box. Do people call it ice boxes still?
We got a poll coming.
Huh?
We got a poll coming.
It's an ice box. It's an ice box. Or maybe it's just a New Orleans thing.
12%.
As long as they know. It's an ice box. What they call it? Refrigerator?
No, refrigerator.
Refrigerator?
That's refrigerator. That's slang. It's already 4 syllables. Refrigerator is 5. Nah, refrigerator.
Refrigerator?
Refrigerator.
Bro, I've never heard that.
What?
Refrigerator?
Refrigerator. Bro, you was not.
I heard the refrigerator.
No.
Refrigerator?
That's the proper refrigerator.
I've never heard. I've heard either it's the fridge or the ice box, dog.
Put that in the fridge.
Put that in the fridge. All right, bet. Put that in, I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Man, put that in the fridge. What is it? I ain't mad. So, Jose, you got refrigerator? Or 2 days. What you call it, dog? You dig? Shout out to my dog, Tootie. Icebox, dog.
The icebox is the styrofoam jam, the joint that you put in it.
That's a cooler. That's an ice chest. That's an ice chest. It's not an ice box.
14%.
14%? So add the fridge. Add fridge.
I had to redo it.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, so let's get to it, y'all. So watch this. Americans are spending $605 more monthly on groceries than they did 2 years ago, 1,000 more than they did 3 years ago, and $128 more than they did a year ago on groceries. Groceries now are up 26% since 2020, bruh. Jose, how do we feel about that?
I'm going to hit Audi.
Audi?
Yeah, they low price leader.
Oh, Aldi.
Yeah, you ain't never been there?
They don't have them in New Orleans, bro.
Yeah, you been in the A. They got it like in every corner, like I said.
I go to one store out here, bro. I go to 2 stores out here, bro. Walmart, Target. No, 3 stores. Four. Walmart, Target, 5. Walmart, Target, Kroger, Public, Farmers Market. 6. Walmart, Target, Kroger, Public, Sprouts, Farmers Market.
Go to Aldi.
I'm not going to Aldi, dog.
No name brand stuff.
Why would I go there?
Because they got fire. They got some fire.
I gotta try Trader Joe's though, because they got one around the crib. I've never been to Aldi. Never been to Aldi. Now I'm gonna tell you what pissed me off about Sprouts. They got the best stuff in there, but they charge you 10 cents for the bags. They do. Trader Joe's go crazy. I just ain't went to it yet. Trader Joe's go crazy though. And that's because the DeKalb Farmers Market is just so far, bro. Bro, but I'm not gonna lie, the international people that's in there, I won't eat at one of their houses. I gotta pick one. Bro, the spices that they be seeing them people have, I be like, I know they know how to cook. And I won't eat with my hands. Because I went to Tanzania, I told you that. When I went to Tanzania, the people don't use forks. Because they said the enzymes in your hand, so you got to clean your hands really good, the enzymes in your hand help you break down the food better. And it actually say that the forks that we use actually work against us when we eating. I was like, that makes sense. Because we don't like plastic bottles. Plastic bottles not good for you, but the water being a plastic bottle. So that's why I bought a Mountain Valley. Aluminum, that ain't good like that, even if you wash it.
I just don't want my own finger juice.
It's your finger. You eat chicken.
You hold the bottom.
But your fingers, you eat seafood?
Same thing with pizza.
Every time I talk to Jose, he make PG County, Maryland look bad. Every time. So Jose says he eat chicken like this. Jose said he eat the chicken like this, y'all. So Jose, what you doing? You picking the chicken up. Get that from the The pinky out. Throw that to me, young. Right? That what he doing? Oh, so hold on, Jose. Like right there. Jose. See what you doing, Jose? That's a pretty fine piece of chicken. Bro, you can't never bro, my people will run you out the house. Oh, B, come here right quick, B. Let's answer this question, B. Let me ask you a question, B. So I brung B, so B came to me by my people's house and eat. B came to the crib. How the food was, B? New Orleans food. You think they would have ripped the shit out of Jose if he'd have been in there eating like this?
Yeah, if he'd been picky, yeah.
They would have ran your ass out of there. Chubbs? Shout out to my brother Chubbs. Lil Key would have ran. What that nigga doing, man? Where you get that nigga from? Who that nigga on that name?
I know how to work my audience.
Thank you, B. Man, we probably, man, my mom tried to give B red beans all night. Eat these beans, boy.
They texted me talking about the pinkies. Wow.
The pinky, I'm telling you, he watched the dude eat the. So first of all, Jose, he don't like his hand, just your hands. Jose don't like his hand juice on the food. So I'm gonna tell you like this, Jose, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When we get in the state of emergency, you're gonna have to get rid of that picky ass stuff, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Man. Bro.
Hey, look, I stand on money.
So look, I was watching Jose walk. I'm like, why you walk like that? He's like, oh, I don't want to bend my shoes in the front. I say, what? I'm about to walk like a duck. I said, bro, why you walking like that? Man, I don't want to bend my shoes, bro. That's some PG Connie stuff. I could just see that dude now. Like, you know what I mean? He was different anyway, when we got on the plane and the dude want sparkling water with cranberry juice. I said, what is that, bro?
And they gave it to me at the event this weekend, too.
This man out his mind. So every time y'all see why I be on Jose, just know that's why. Somebody put the chicken wing with the chicken wing with the. Hey, Sean, I got so much love for you. Don't bring that shit around me, bro. All right, let's go. Now, he also want to say this too, Jose. I added this to it because I saw this today too. So first of all, if you got the Walmart stock did its. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. We talked about the Walmart split. Walmart finally did the 3-to-1 split. So shout out to everybody that got a part of that. Salute to y'all for that. Y'all getting money. Also, in process of this happening today, watch this. You know why I love the stock market too, bro? Because we get to watch America play the game. So watch this. It's always a game being played. So watch this. As we get this stat today about Americans are spending $605 more per month, $120-something than last year, $605 in 2 years. Bro, think about that, bro. Think about that, bro. You are spending, and it's $205 more per household. Let me add that in there, right? So today, the FTC blocked the deal between Kroger's and Albertsons. In 2022, Kroger and Albertsons, that's the number 10 and the number 5 biggest stores, in the apartment stores like that, tried to combine for a $25 billion deal. Now, even though Walmart is big, I think Kroger's has the most revenue. I can't remember what it was. I may be mistaken in that, but Kroger's was bigger than Walmart in something, but I forgot what it was. So don't hold that against me. Kroger and Albertsons deal was blocked today. It was a $25 billion deal. And the reason why it was blocked because the FTC said that it would lead to higher prices, store closures, and job losses. Kroger's was trying to buy them. They said they actually want to do the complete opposite, Jose. They said the reason why we want to do that is to lower prices and to be more competitive because they are up against Walmart, Amazon, and Costco. Think about that for a second, though. Not just Walmart, not just Costco, but Amazon. I keep telling everybody this. Amazon is a stock that you should have in your portfolio for the future. Listen, an Apple stock did keep the poverty away. 100%, right? $77 billion, it ain't going nowhere, right? I don't think it's gonna make money. I see once we saw that, those record highs, I don't know if we'll get that from Apple no more, right? I don't know if we'll get that. I don't know if we'll get those record-breaking numbers from Apple no more, right? But Amazon, and I've said this, Jose, I don't know if you can go back and find when I said it, when I said that everybody should own Amazon stock. What that is, bro? That's a homemade juice?
Lavender lemonade.
Let me see that.
Hardest garden. Yeah, hardest garden.
Lavender lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh, give me some.
Yeah, you right. I got it. Bro. That's pretty good.
Nah, you got the green. You wanted this one.
No, I'm good.
Nah, I'm gonna just pour something here. My finger juice not on it, dog. My finger juice not on it, dog. I'm gonna take half. My finger juice not on it, bro.
3 hours show.
That's why we here. Y'all see I'm here. I'm cooking. Ask them how they feel in the chat, Jose. Can we go for 3 hours?
Yeah, we good.
Ask them how they feel in the chat. We might get 3 hours and 30 minutes.
3:30, throw 4 right there.
All right. Yep. My finger juice wasn't on it, Jose.
Good. All right. Hardest garden.
I got it, cuz. Good looking.
With the kale chips and everything.
They got a spot? Like an actual store?
The actual store.
Where's that?
I don't know. You know, worst directions. I get it for you.
Send it to me.
Yeah, we go there and shut it down.
Oh, that's good. That's piped up. Little lavender ain't never hurt the system. I've been juice fasting for 3 days, Jose. I feel good. Oh, I ain't never tell him the juice.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You broke it down. Oh, you didn't tell me before.
I ain't telling the juice. Let me tell you the juice right quick. 1 bag of, I promise you, this juice gonna change your life. 1 bag of red grapes, seeded or unseeded, I don't care. You eating processed foods, you drinking stuff that got high fructose corn syrup in it, you eating chips that got red 30 in it, the unseeded fruit ain't gonna kill you. It's better than all the other stuff. 1 bag of red grapes. 4 plums. Now, I haven't found out what the plums do yet. 4 plums.
Seeds out.
Take the seed out. 4 gala apples. That's the red ones. But they got Honey Crisp and they got gala. I use the gala. And 2 key limes, Jose. 1 bag of red grapes, 4 plums, 4 gala apples, and 2 key limes. Jose, I put them in there. Now, I'm not going to lie. I took 2 of them. It was supposed to just be the red grapes and the key limes. Because they say the red grapes pull toxins out your body. And the key lime alkalize your body. So I always use key limes. But I was like, you know what? Let me try this. I saw the plums. I said, let me throw the plums in there. Because everything red except for the key lime. I said, you know what? I got the apples too. Got it. It's a red drink. Bruh.
All the red drinks good for the cancer.
Bruh, keep it. Listen, bruh.
Clean out those cancers.
I drank 2 of them. I've been drinking 2 of them a day for 2 days. With nothing on my stomach. And I'm drinking a protein shake. I've drank like 2-3 protein shakes a day for the last 2 days. And I've been drinking that and water. Brother, listen. First of all, bathroom. I'm talking about, I'm just walking around. I'm like, damn, what the? Let me go lay down. I had to lay down. I went and worked out this morning. I said, I got to go lay down. Bro, I felt it like pulling. I was like, damn. I don't know if it's the plums. I know the grapes pulling. I figured it was the plums, bro. I said, I know the grapes pulling. The apple give it the taste, you know, the apple a day. I know the key lime. I said, it got to be the plums. That's, bruh. And it tastes so good, bruh. I got to order some in the morning. I'm going to Sprouts in the morning. And put them in my icebox. Huh? A bag of red grapes. You need the whole bag. 4 plums, take out the seed. 2 limes, 4 red apples. That's it. It's going to make you 3.5 jars. It's going to make you almost 4 jars. If you add a little coconut water in it, you'll get 4 full jars. If you don't, you'll get 3.5. So I didn't use the coconut water because I ain't have it.
You drink a jar per meal?
The jar as a meal? Yep. I drink. So here's what I do. In the morning, I drink. As soon as I get up, brush my teeth, get the monsters out, I drink 1 celery juice. or the celery pineapple juice. Right? That's the first thing you're supposed to drink in the morning. If you're not going to drink water, drink that. It's going to kickstart. That's going to get you right. The celery juice is already in your stomach, helping you digest. It's helping you go crazy. The next one I hit, about 12 o'clock, I'm straight. I'm watching CNBC. Hit a note on about 3, 4. That's it, Jose. That's it, Jose. And now the other one I made was orange. It was 4 oranges, 1 whole pineapple, 1 whole papaya, and ginger. Oh, listen here. Now that one ain't gonna send you to the toilet.
I love that ginger.
But it got that, you feel it. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, when we made this one, I thought about it. I said, damn, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. It make you realize that you don't really be needing that food. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, you be hungry, but if you can eat something like granola or something like that, bro, you really don't even much be that hungry. We really be eating on GP. We really be eating just because. We really be eating just because. And you're going to see the next thing I'm going to slide after this. Bro, we really be eating just because, bro. We don't even might be hungry like that, bro. Bro, if you eat something, so I got a big bag of kale in the crib. Man, like after tomorrow, I'm going to start sauteing that kale, bro. I'm not saying I'm about to go just vegan or nothing like that, but, bro, like, you got to give your body a break from that stuff, bro. And, bro, your body going to thank you. Bro, I think in 3 days, you probably lose like 3 pounds. If you just don't eat and you just drink them juices, you're going to lose like 3 pounds, bro.
Doing cartwheels.
They doing cartwheels?
You get energy.
Yeah, bro, I'm in the gym in the morning like, like Richard Simmons. All right, let's go a little further, man. Oh, I wanted to say this. Yeah, so they say it was that. Watch this. The food is killing you and your income. Let that sink in. The food is killing you and your income. Watch this. An estimated 20 million Americans owe $220 billion in medical debt, according to Peterson KFF Health System. Watch this. Here's what it came out and said. It said that 10% of adults in every state are in debt for medical bills. In most households, on average, one adult is in medical debt. Bruh. It's the food that's killing us. Watch this. Now look at this though. Look the crazy part. All the southern states got 10 to 15% of people in medical debt. All the southern states except Florida.
Damn, I'm looking at it.
That's Mississippi right there. Look, they deep red. Now watch this. Economics say that Mississippi is the poorest state in the United States. It's the poorest. Mississippi was ranked the poorest state in the United States. It makes sense why they're the unhealthiest. You know why? Because when you poor, you eat bad. Yeah. Oh, watch this. The stats say South Dakota got 17%, cuz. That's what that is. Damn, you called that? Damn, cuz called that. Cuz say South. I would have never guessed that. But the stats say South Dakota and Mississippi are the worst too, at 17%. And I think South Dakota is worse. Mississippi is like 16.9, South Dakota like 17.2. The crazy part is they got all the farms in South Dakota. What the hell going on out here? What the hell? That's because they ain't got nothing but. But watch this though. Here's the crazy part. California got the least. California and Hawaii got the least. I don't believe that shit with California. People just, I ain't gonna lie, they healthy in California. They running. You know why they healthy out there? Because the weather always good.
Kale salads.
Everybody out there eat kale and spinach. Everybody out there eat avocado toast twice a day. With the non-gluten bread. Look, first of all, it costs too much to live out there, so they ain't even eating.
Right, they ain't getting full.
They ain't eating. Eat a whole meal, boy, that costs too much. Damn.
That makes sense.
But look at Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Arkansas. All the southern states. Now, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't never met nobody from way up there. What that is, Maine, New Hampshire. Y'all got too much money up there to be eating bad. What that is, Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut. That's crazy. 10% of, listen to that, bro. In every household, at least one adult got medical debt, bro. That's, go a little further. Boom. Look at this. 11 companies who control all the foods we eat. Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, Unilever, Pepsi, Kellogg's, Mars, General Mills, Mondelez, Johnson & Johnson. Bro, how you got it?
I saw that one like Johnson & Johnson.
Kraft Heinz. These companies own like 70% of all the foods we eat.
They can shut us down. They are, but they can.
Watch this though. Here's why you gotta grow stock. Here's why. So let me say this. I saw a female page today and it was so dope. Her page said, she had it in her story. She said it was something like, my dream life is to have a little garden in my backyard where I get my tomatoes, my lettuce, my kale, my spinach, my mint, go inside, make myself a salad, make my husband a salad, and we live a healthy, prosperous life and make a lot of babies. I said, that don't sound too bad. At least we know we healthy. 11 companies, bro, give us like 70% of our food. $100%, Freddie, is the game. Remember, watch this. So I saw this thing the other day, Jose. Jose locked in. Yeah, put your goddamn finger juice on that. It don't matter. It don't matter. The finger juice or not, cuz. Finger juice or not, cuz. But I saw a thing, bro, that showed about, it was showing Japan. And it showed how kids in Japan from ages all the way to the 5th grade, they don't even get graded in school. They get taught mannerisms. They get taught how to treat people, well, how to treat their own. How to have respect for the janitors, how to have respect for their peers. And they was like, they don't start teaching them about grades until they get like in the 6th grade and on, right? And then they teach them like high level stuff. And I thought about that, bro, and that's so dope because what if you spent the first years of a child's life only on grooming them how to be a good human being? Because believe it or not, bro, tests are pressure. You feel me? What if you, like, they got beds in the class where they sleep in the class. There's no janitors that come to their grade. They got to clean their own room, so they teach them manners. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And watch this. There's a lack of social media. You only get so much time over there on that thing, dog. While over here, I'm not judging nobody, but we use the goddamn on stuff to watch the kids so we can do what the hell we got going on. I pay a lot of attention to my daughter. I'll be like, no, come on, read this book. Come read this damn book. I'll let her sit there and watch Lele before I let her get on that goddamn on thing. Because I know that thing is a monster. So, Yep, check out Dr. Bobby, man. I ain't gonna lie though, he got that detox. I can't go that long though. That thing 30 days, bro. I ain't about to just be drinking that nasty stuff for no 30 days or no 14 days. Give me my juices, man. They got juices that do them parasite clean. But shout out Dr. Bobby, man. You know he healthy, bro. You know he healthy. Anytime you drink that nasty stuff all them days. But I was listening to somebody that said something too, like the bitter stuff is the stuff you need to reset your palate, Jose. Your tongue, Jose. The bitter stuff, it resets your tongue.
Yeah, I heard that.
So, but I do something all the time, Jose. I go get the NAD shots. I go get the B12 complex. I go get the zinc. I get the magnesium. So that ain't bad. I'm trying over here. All right, let's go a little further, Tootie. We teaching tonight, Jose. All right, so Wendy's came up with this new pricing model that they think is gonna work. I don't know what the hell wrong with them. So their new pricing model is this, Jose. Watch this. During certain periods of the day, the prices are going to fluctuate on the menu based on demand and hour of the day. So you may go at 11 o'clock and the Wendy's burger costs 99 cents. You might go at 3 o'clock and it's $1.25. And it's called, dynamic pricing. It's called dynamic pricing, Jose. So let me ask them in the chat, do they think that's going to work? First of all, do people still go to Wendy's? So my daughter mama, one day she did, so that was crazy. So I went to go get my daughter. I'm lying. I was coming to get my daughter. And so she got a little boy too. That's my little dog. So she was like, yo, could you stop at Wendy's and get him a big box? And I was like, a big box? What the hell is that? She was like, it's fries, nuggets, and a burger, I think. You feel me? I was like, what? I didn't even know people still go to Wendy's, you hear me? She was like, man, he love it. So I'm like, all right. So then I know my daughter's gonna want one because he got one. So I'm like, nah, I gotta get both of them this poison, you hear me? So I got it for him, bro. And on my way there, I ate them fries. I tore them fries up. I had to double back. Hey, I'm on my way. I'm like, them gonna eat all the fries. Let me go find it. I had to Google another Wendy's. Look, I'm in the truck like, I said, oh, them thing good. Finger juice. Finger juice. Look, I said, oh, that thing good. Now, look, I ain't looking, so I don't know who fries I'm getting. I'm just in that thing hitting. Bro, I done got like 6 blocks from the house. I'm like, oh, damn. I had to like, where's Wendy's? I had to go. Let me get 2 fries out of there. You hear me? I had to bust them fries. I said, man, Wendy's fries is good. Man, let me stop. That's the thing about that poison. That poison be good. It's poison for a reason.
That's why I said if it's too good, I'd be like, nah, that's cancer.
Damn, that's too good. Jesus. My dog like, Dad, why you taking so long? I was like, they're in traffic. You hear me? Damn. I hope she sleep, baby. All right, what you think about that, Jose? Dynamic pricing.
Innovative. Everybody like, hell no, that ain't good.
Innovation?
I think it's innovative.
I guess.
You know, I'm just thinking about it. Nobody ever did that.
I don't know, Jose.
I like hearing some new stuff.
You think it's going to work, though? Now, watch this. Wendy's did become the number 2 burger chain after McDonald's. They passed up Burger King.
I just like they're not sitting on their hands like I just.
You know what I used to eat when I was young a lot? The bacon mushroom melt. Wendy's used to have the bacon mushroom melt. I used to take the bacon off. For some reason, I never liked bacon, bro. I used to take the bacon off, and I used to tell them extra mushroom melt.
That boy is good.
Nah, real talk, cuz. I used to be like, yo, come on. I get a bacon mushroom melt, no bacon, extra mushroom melt. The people be like, huh? Extra mushroom melt. What are you talking about? Extra mushroom melt. That means another scoop of mushrooms in the milk, cuz. Yeah, extra mushroom milk meat, dog. That's when my days when I used to, you know what I'm saying? I used to eat the burgers, dog. That was a long time ago. Listen, when I was in New Orleans, Jose, you know what used to be my drunk food of choice? The Big Beautiful from Rally's. Bruh. So we talking about, you know, a long time ago, but dog, they used to have that thing for, bro, that Big Beautiful cut until one day when I knew I was getting older, I ate that thing and had diarrhea. I said, that's a wrap on the Big Buford. That's a wrap on the Buford. Buford Stuford. All right, let's go a little further to it. All right, so this is the one I've been wanting to talk to y'all about all day right here, man. This is amazing. It's Trap 6 Phases of Wealth. I definitely want y'all to get y'all a pen and y'all pad together. But before I get y'all here, my daughter texts me and say, ew, McDonald's. I love you, girl. I want to talk to y'all about something before I get there. I was listening to this guy today on so this is new to me. I just learned about it, so I definitely want to show y'all about it. I was listening to a guy today on CNBC, and he talked about this looks like the roaring 90s. I had never heard of that before. You heard of that before? I had never heard of the roaring 90s. I had heard about the roaring 20s, which was 1920 to 1929 before they had the crash, but I never heard of that. So I went and looked it up. I went and looked up what was the roaring 90s. And first of all, anything that's roaring, so I realized that it came about a couple times. There was the roaring 20s, the roaring 90s, and they didn't call the 2000 that. But roaring is a period of economic prosperity when rapid society growth and culture change is happening. The mood in the culture is exuberant and full of optimism, but also we can see growth in the up and coming citizens. So from 1920 to 1929 was the roaring 20s. The roaring 90s were 1990 to March 2001. And then at another period between 2009 and 2020. So there's three phases. 1920 to 1929, 1990 to March 2001, and 2009 to 2020. These periods represent new income, falling unemployment, and rising stock prices. So I challenge y'all to go look up the roaring 90s or roaring anything so you can go see what are some of the connections that you can see in the economy then and in the economy now. Why? Because we always know that what? History does what? It doesn't repeat itself, but it always what? Rhymes. Shout out to Mark Twain for that. So what I want you to do, and I challenge you to go do something, I challenge you to go see what was the economic event that made the roaring 20s before the crash. I want you to go see what was the economic events that were going on that made the roaring 90s. And then that 2009 to 2020, that bull run was crazy. So I challenge you to go look at that. That was the longest run ever. That 2009 to 2020 run was the longest run ever. So I want y'all to go look at that. And the reason why I want you to go look at that is because if you can pay attention to what's going on, understand this. While we do think America is in a weird place right now economically, I do want us to understand that at some point we do come out of this. Right? At some point we do come out of this. And then when you come out of it, you have this roaring stock market, you have this roaring economy. And, don't think that it's always going to go down. Don't think that we won't, it will happen. But the reason why I want you to go do that is because I want you to understand so you can start looking at the similarities and what happened in each different phase of it. And if you can understand those different phases, you can really start to pinpoint when America is going into a new one. These things happen, right? So I challenge you to go look at that. And that's why I broke that down. Again, that was something new for me. Again, Trap is always learning. That was a new term for me. I had never heard of roaring 90s before. So I definitely want you to check that out. Go look at it. Y'all, let's get the likes up for me. All right, so let's get into this right quick, man. The 6 phases of wealth. I came up with this because I thought this was important. I'm always trying to, and I think, I ain't gonna lie, Jose, I'm gonna use this on a webinar. I'm gonna teach this because this was just phenomenal when I thought about this. There's 6 phases of wealth. The first one is net negative. And that's when you own less than you owe. Or I could have said owe more than you own. Same thing. Right? You own less than you know. And most people are literally in these first 3 categories. Literally 60% of people are in the first 3 categories that we about to talk about. I really, really, really want y'all to get your pen and your pad, and I want you to write this down. All right? And I want you to analyze where you are and what is necessary for you to get to the next phase. Right? So you cannot grow what you do not measure. Let me say it again. You cannot grow what you do not measure. The goal for us right here, before we get into, is to see where we are. Remember I told y'all, we will make peace with our financial past. You got to realize where you are and say, okay, this is where I am. Truthfully, me, my household, me and my husband and my wife, whatever, and this is how we grow forward. The first one is net negative. This is when you owe less than you own less than you owe, via debt, via credit card, student loan, right? Negative. The next one is net zero. Net zero is you either own nothing at all or you owe as much as you own. Net zero. You don't own nothing at all or you owe as much as you own. Right? This is an interesting place right here because a lot of people don't own anything and they owe just with credit card debt, student loan debt. So it's hard for you to get ahead. Right? So there's net negative and there's net zero. The fix to this isn't always just more money. The fix to these two are fixing our financial behaviors. Addressing the impulsive spending that we have. Addressing the bad emotions around money. Remember, we cannot fix what we do not measure. All right, let's go a little further. So, remember what I said. The first 3 are where most people live at. The working poor. The bills are covered, but income can't income. The bills are covered by income, but you can't afford no mishaps. You have under $1,000 in savings, no emergency fund, and no investments. This is what most people live at. Most people live here. This is what we call check to check. This is what most people call check to check. Right? Where you got to work, and if you miss any bill, if you miss any day of work, you are behind on your bills. You are 1 check away from being net zero. You are 30 days away from being net negative. Most people live and they go back and forward between these 3 phases. Well, Trap, how do we get out of these phases? The first thing isn't necessarily money. We always think that money is the first answer. Money is a part of the answer, but the first thing is making peace with our financial past. And what do I mean by that? It means addressing the things that you saw in your past that are now contributing to the same traumas that you're repeating in your current adult life. We got to address them. So we got to stop and watch this. Some of the things that we do financially, we don't even acknowledge that we do them. what's the word I want to look at? We do them like on auto response, unconsciously, involuntary. Thank you, cuz. Right? We do them without even thinking. It's kind of like walking down the steps. And you do it without even thinking. You just know that. And so one of the things we got to do now is, like, in order for us to even move to the next phase, which is security. In order to move to the next phase of security, like, some of us got to work from the bottom, net zero. Net negative, net zero, working poor. That in itself may take a while. Because you got to work through the motions. It's like healing that financial trauma. You got to work through the emotions. You got to be, it's hard when you've been so used to doing things. Oh, I need a vacation. I'm about to go on a vacation. You don't deserve a vacation right now. It's not me being hard. It's not me being hard. This is being realistic. You don't deserve a vacation. Not that you don't deserve one because you need one. You don't deserve one because you're in a process of changing your financial future. Right? So mindset, learning how to put a budget together. Learning, okay, let's pay this bill down first. What do? You pay down whatever got the most interest first. You pay that down. You knock those cards down. Right? You stop spending money on the things you don't necessarily need to spend money on. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not the person that says don't go get a second job. Only if you're going to use the second job or the side hustle to do what? Pay down the bills. Because watch this. This works two ways. As you're paying down bills, you're actually moving the needle toward profitability. Think of yourself as a company. Put a projection on yourself. Our projection is to be net zero by. Our projection is to be working poor by. Our projection is to be insecurity by. Our projection is to be, I'm going to get to the other ones by. Tell me if this is making sense to y'all. Tell me if this is making sense. We teaching right now. We had fun. Now it's time to lock in. I wish we still would have had 3,200 people in the chat right now, because this is the part that made the most sense. I ain't mad. I knew this was going to be that. I'm going to teach this in a webinar, bro. I'm going to go deeper on this. The next one is security. This one, you got your income covers your bills and you have a little left over for emergency fund and savings. Two different things here. I truly believe that you need to have, if you haven't even started investing yet, you know my saying is invest more than you save more than you invest. But that's a phase you got to get to. You can't live so far on the edge to where if something happens to you, you broke. So that emergency fund, that savings is important. Let's go a little further, Tootie. These are the two that very few people get to. I created this. These are the few that very few people get to. Financial independence. This when your income covers your bills. You have a cash surplus or you're net positive. Listen to the word I use, that net positive. You have an emergency fund, you have savings, and you have investments, but not enough to live off. This is my people that got a little savings, money in the savings. They may have a little emergency account of $1,000 or more, and they're saying, Trap, I got 5 shares, I got 10 shares, I got 50 shares, you got enough, but you ain't got enough to live off. This is the independence because you done moved the needle past working poor. And the last one, but not least, is the financial freedom. This is the goal. This is the one we all want to get to. This is when your income covers your bills. You have a surplus, you're net positive. You have savings, which is now considered, watch the word I use here, liquidity or capital. We had a word change. And the reason why we had a word change is because now that savings isn't a savings because you got your investments. That emergency fund isn't the emergency fund because you got your investments. Now you have liquidity and capital to make the investments, and the investments you make now are working toward you funding your life. These are the things. Net zero. net negative, net zero, working poor, financial independence, financially free. I need us to understand these are my 6 phases of wealth. And when we get here, now what I need you to do tonight, and that's why tonight was so dope, we laid with this episode, making peace with our past, because we got to see where we are realistically. Trap, this is where I am. Yo, I'm really at working poor right now. Here's my financial balance sheet for my life. Here's my financial income statement for my life. Here's my cash flow statement. I am a company. I am the CEO. My husband is the COO. If you're the wife, however y'all go, you may be better with money than your husband. Your husband may be better with money than you. We're going to take these roles. We're going to work with these roles. Babe, you better than me with money. Babe, I'm better than you with money. Babe, you better at planning than me. Let's make this a priority so we can move through whatever phase we in. And often, I'm going to be real with you, 2 incomes are better than 1. Once we get the family dynamic together, it's easy to move through the phases. If you solo, it still can move through it, but now you got to be disciplined and you got to be committed. So, nope, I'm not going to get them shoes. Nope, I'm not going to get that cologne. Nope, I'm not going to take that trip. Nope, I'm not going to that concert. Why? Because I'm trying to move from net zero to working poor, from working poor to financially independent and ultimately financially free. And I promise you, I feel like everybody can be a millionaire in 5 years if we use these 6 stages and then my other 3 phases of turning income into capital and capital into wealth. Let's go a little further. How y'all feel about it? How you feel about that, Jose? Goddamn. Shit. I didn't know we was cooking that goddamn long. Shit, I guess so. And he's like, nah, I'm tired now, dog. Sit in front of goddamn TV 3 hours listening to your ass, dog. Damn. My bad, y'all. It's 10 o'clock. Then we was late. It's 10 o'clock, man. Sharon got to go to school in the morning. Stain, go to sleep. You got school in the morning. All right, let's get through this real fast, man. I'm going to let y'all go, man. I ain't going to hold y'all too long. All right, man. Flush or flip it. Y'all know how I go. First one, I'm not even going to go through the company, man. I'm going to just go through it right quick, man. TransUnion, man. Ticker symbol TRU. Last year, the company was up, year-to-date is up 13%. Last year, it returned 16%. TransUnion. Are we flushing it or are we flipping it, Jose? I like it. All right. RELX, Relics PLC. The year-to-date, the company is up 12%. Last year alone, it was up 44%, Jose. Do we flush it or do we flip it?
Today was up 44?
Yep, last year, it was up 44%. Year-to-date is up 12%.
I'm flipping.
I ain't mad at it. All right, next on the list, H&R Block. Y'all know what they do. Year-to-date is up 3%. Last year was up 34%. Are we flushing it or are we flipping it? H&R Block, dog.
Let's go ahead and make some money. I think they still got brand.
I ain't mad at it. Somebody say ice box is wild when the ice is only one part of the fridge. Hey, leave me alone, man. Next one is General Dynamics, ticker symbol GD. Year-to-date, they up 7%. Last year, they returned 20%. Jose, how we feel? We flush it or flip it?
I'm still riding.
I'm just going a little fast right now, y'all. We've been rocking for 3 hours. I don't want to hold y'all that long, y'all. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be mindful, all right? I'm going to be mindful. Where we went, General Dynamics? Flush that, Jose. Ross Stores, Jose. Ross Stores. Yep, year-to-date, they up 8%. Last year, they returned 32%. Don't sleep on them, cuz. like Frost. Nucor, ticker symbol NUE, year to date up 11%, last year up 17%. Flush it or flip it, Jose?
I don't know enough, so I'm saying flush.
All right, Hess Corporation, HESS is the ticker symbol. Minus 0.29%, last year up 4%. My toilet broke. Well Tower. Last year, year to date is up 2%. Last year it gave us 22%.
Flip. You said 22?
Mm-hmm.
What they at right now?
2%.
It's still fresh.
I ain't mad at it.
How about
Last but not least, Centene. Year to date up 7%. Last year to date gave us 13.45%. Jose, flush it or flip it.
how much? What's the percentage? 13.
Last year 13, this year 7.
And what they do? I missed that whole.
I ain't even getting this.
What they do? Flush.
I know we went through this a little fast, y'all. Dr. Dorothy, I see you, Queen. All right, y'all, let's flip it. Let's go, baby. All right, man, 1-800-TRAP, our hotline. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's go, Tootie.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, Trap? It's your boy Brandon. Yo, I'm 35 years old, so my goal is to have my home paid off by 40 and make $1 million by 50. You digging me? So, yo, check it. My question is, I'm still in this video play. Right now, I'm up about 140%, which is about $1,700. So right now, I'm wondering, if the video was to hit about $1,000 and they was to do a stock split, how would that affect my options? But I really appreciate everything you do, Trap. And I'll let you next time.
Good question, King. Salute to you for being up $7,300 on your NVIDIA play. Essentially, if they did a stock split, you would get that in your contracts. They will automatically give you more contracts, and they'll break it down for you automatically. You wouldn't even have to do nothing. They'll do it just like that. So and it depends on the split. So if they did 2-to-1, 3-to-1, they'll make that adjustment already in your contracts. You would not lose a thing. It's already added to you. Yep, they ain't gonna cheat out your money. They won't give you what they give you. All right, so that was a good question too, because I know a lot of people kind of had that idea. It actually happened to me before. So, yep, they would already give you more contracts automatically based on that, brother. Great question, man. Let's go.
Hey, Trap, question for you. How often do you look at those reports like the consumer price, the producer price, the producer expectation reports, those types of inflation reports? I see that they might have had some effect on the market over the past few weeks when the Fed was talking about inflation data. Just want to see how, or just if you even care for those types of reports at all and what you're using them for, if you are using them. And part two is, with the Mag 7 out the way as far as their earnings, I was wondering if you could maybe break down an earnings report and maybe highlight the things to look for the most, just to help us prepare for Q2 and, what to expect, coming up so we can kind of get ahead of it and really understand and lock in on, what to look for. So I was hoping you can help us out. Thank you.
Oh, man, two great questions. I like those questions, King. First and foremost, I always pay attention to inflation, especially right now because we in a rate-sensitive environment. I'm gonna say that again, we're in a rate-sensitive environment. All those inflation reports matter, CPI, PPI, all those matter, even the wholesale report, all of those matter because those are so pivotal to what's going on now, especially right now with the Fed, with rate cuts, and if we're gonna cut rates, those, you can't do nothing about them, you can't even guess them, you just gotta be buckled down when they happen, because all it takes is one wrong thing or one, you know what I'm saying, the market gonna either skyrocket or it's gonna shoot down. So those reports actually matter. Now, what I will say about it, in most cases, it's only a one-day effect. It's only a one-day shock effect. 1-2 days max. So that's it. When it comes to earnings report, I'm probably not going to break down the whole earnings report for you because those things are long. But depends on the business you want to look at. One of you got the Wallstreet Trappin calls. Everything you're looking for in those earnings calls, we look at when we breaking down the stock. Most importantly, earnings for sure, revenue. You want to see that earnings revenue. But the most important thing, and I say this in the course too, is we like to listen to the calls. The reason why is because the calls, you get to hear the CEO, the CFO, the COO answer real questions in real time. And oftentimes, you'll see a stock move a certain way before the call, and then after the call is when you see that stock really do a thing. Because the numbers mean one thing, but in the call, you get that guidance, you get that reasoning. And those are the things that really send a stock. Now, if it's a company that based on subscriptions, you always want to base that also is going to be a catalyst to it. So remember, you're looking at a company like Netflix, earnings are going to be good, revenue's going to be good, but when they say, oh, we added this many users, killer. And then guidance, killer. Same thing with Facebook. When Meta reported, it was like, yep, earnings good, revenue good, but here's the guidance. We got more people using Reels. We got more people doing this. Why? Because they pushing people toward it and they making you use Reels to get, you know what I'm saying? So based on the company, so also like with banks, you want to look at, what's this data? Net income is important for them. Not net income, one of my trappers in the comment helped me out, man. It was on my mind when I wrote it down. I can't think about it. It'll come to me. When you're looking at REITs, like you want to look at, it's a few things. You want to look at FFO. You want to look at AFFO. You also want to look at lease renewal. So how many people with leases are renewing a lease? What's the percentage of that? You're always looking for like 95% or more, or 92% or more. So it's different. Damn, that bank one don't come to my head right now. But it's different things you want to look for. Of course, earnings matter, revenue matter, but depending on the company and what their core catalyst is, there you go. Net interest income, I think that's it. Yep, that's it, net interest income. Thank y'all, my trappers. Thank y'all, my trappers. It was on the tip of my, we talked about it all the time. We use not open interest, nope. New deposit is good, but net interest income. Thank you, Gutter. Thank you, my trappers. Y'all know it was on the tip of my tongue. Net interest income. You always want to look at that when it comes to banks. So it's always earnings and it's always revenue, but every industry has a specific metric that usually navigates how that thing moves. And those are very important. Great question, King. Great question. If you're in a Patreon, our call will be Saturday. If you're in a Patreon, our call will be Saturday. For everybody in Masters of the Triple Beam, our monthly call will be Saturday. So be ready for that. I'm going to put a time in the group probably this week, but our monthly call will be Saturday. Let's go a little further, Jose. Tootie.
Hey Trap, this is Nakaya, also known as Lady Billionaire. I have a question. What top 5 books do you recommend on investing and on getting your mindset together? I know it's a lot of us that need it, so that's my question for the day. Wallstreet looks like us. Keep trapping.
Hey, I see you, Queen. I see that sun shining on you. Sunshine on me. Sunshine on me. Mindset books. One, a good book I like is called Creating Money. It's a good book. It's a purple looking book. That's a real good book. Number two, Psychology of Money for sure. Number three, this is in no specific order. The Essays of Warren Buffett. That's for sure. Number four, Compound Effect. Number five is an Audible book, Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within. Number six, Money Master the Game. And that's just all off the top of my head. You know, so you can go with a lot of books, but just off the top of my head, that'll help you. I got my team on our team meeting. That's what we listening to right now. I got us listening to that Unleash the Power Within. It's about 40-something chapters, but he took a live event and he turned it into a audio book. Jose, how that book is? Bro, that thing, Joe's like, I'm on his book. The book is freaking amazing. It's an Audible book though, so definitely check that out. I think that would be my top five. Creating Money is an amazing book. It's a way that you can make peace with your financial past. So Creating Money, I've never told nobody about that book, so I just told y'all about it. It's a phenomenal book. I've read it twice. Let's go, Jose. We got one more.
What's up, Trappin family? Fellow Trapper here. Currently behind the wall, doing my best to keep up with news updates on stocks and just information going on. I'm gonna just get straight to the point. I need help doing better due diligence on companies, whether already big juggernauts like NVIDIA, Microsoft, or up-and-coming guys that may someday be in their position. Reached out to Jose, and here it is. I had to cut it short because, yeah, as I said, I'm behind the wall. So if you guys can help me with that, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So what was I missed it. Yeah, run it back for me.
What's up, Trappin family? Fellow Trapper here. Currently behind the wall, doing my best to keep up with news updates on stocks and just information going on. I'm gonna just get straight to the point. I need help doing better due diligence on companies, whether already big juggernauts like NVIDIA, Microsoft, or up-and-coming guys that may someday be in their position. Reached out to Jose, and here it is. I had to cut it short because, yeah, as I said, I'm behind the wall. So if you guys can help me with that, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. What I'm going to do, bro, since you're behind the wall, text Jose your email and your first name. We're going to just give you the Wall Street Trappin course, dog. That way you ain't even got to worry about that. Now, it's going to load slow because you're going to be on your phone. But I'm going to give you the Wall Street Trappin course, bro. So text Jose your first name and your email. I'll give you the Wall Street Trappin course, bro. You take your time, you go through it. Game changer for you. It's going to change the game. Shout out to you for being behind the wall. Shout out to you for being still dedicated to the process. Believe it or not, you in a better position than most people that's not behind the wall because you freeing yourself mentally. They still locked up mentally, and they making a million excuses why they can't do certain things. And here you is, in order for you to be on this call, you gotta, one, be in the Master of the Triple Beam. So that means you spending $79 a month, and you behind the wall. Let's just salute that right quick. Number two, if you're in Master of the Triple Beam, that also means you ain't just because you got $79 to spend, you're in there because you're trying to make some money. So that means you probably done been in one or two option plays, or you prepared to get in your two option plays. So that means you behind the walls, you still trying to execute. You ain't making no excuses. So because I know what that feel like, I know where I've been at, I know how I got in the game, dog. So, yep. So, bro, just text Jose your, give us your email.
Yeah, I got it. Already sent it.
You sent it to me?
No, I sent the message so you can.
Yep. So give us your email, and give us your first and last name. I'm going to give you the Wall Street Trappin course. Now, I'm going to keep it 100, which if you got it already, I'm going to say this on live. If you say Trap already got the Wall Street Trappin course, I'm going to give you the option course. That's on love, bro. So, matter of fact, I ain't even tripping. I'm getting both of them, Jose. I'll log them in both of them. So we'll put them in the options course and we'll put them in the Wallstreet Trappin course. So just send it to Elise and tell Elise, you ain't got to send it to me. Just send it to Elise and tell Elise Trap said put him in the Wallstreet Trappin course and put him in the options masterclass. So now you got time. Now you got time to jokes, fam. You ain't even got to read no books right now. You can just learn them. Now it might take a little while because you behind the wall, so it's the footage on it gonna be a little rich. So there you go. So we're gonna answer that before, instead of me trying to explain this and that to you. There you go. So we'll salute to that, fam. Man, I appreciate that. I know what that's like right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no guidance. I ain't had nobody to speak my language, and I had to go read all them books. So now you get all of that in that same, you know what I'm saying? So there you go, fam. Man, Jose, you didn't tell me about that one, dog. You feel me? So, yep, we'll get that King the Wallstreet Trappin course, and we give him the option master class. I mean, what's your excuse now? Not him, but you. The one who ain't locked up in jail, but who locked up free. Right? He in jail and he trying to free himself. He in jail trying to put himself in position to make more money. He's spending $79 in jail. Now, I don't know nobody economic status, but here's what I do know. If a man behind bars is willing to take the risk, God damn. If a man behind bars, and he ain't the only one. We got a few of them. We got somebody who been behind the wall, who been in Trappers Anonymous for 2 years now. Damn, I know my dog heart hurt because the 49ers lost the Super Bowl. I want y'all to understand something, man. Like, don't get me wrong, we can stay here all night. Y'all know I love this game. But listen, don't just come here because Trap entertaining. Don't just come here because Trap amusing. Come here because you tell yourself each and every week, yo, I want to learn something that help me move the financial needle in my life. All us can win this game. I promise you, yo, I ain't no better than you. My cousin right here, man, he done saw it. I come home with nothing. I slept on the air mattress. He saw me go through all the things I had to go through. And here we are right now, moving forward. Ain't no excuse for us, y'all. The only time you make an excuse is when you really, really, really about to quit. That's when you make excuses. But here's the crazy part about those excuses. Nobody don't care about them. They only sound good to you. They only make sense to you. The reason why you quitting, it only makes sense to you. The reason why you about to give up, it only makes sense to you. I don't care how valid it is. The world don't care. So what does those excuses cost you? What does those excuses cost you? Because here's what I do know. No matter how hard we tried, we ain't gave it all we got. You may have tried 1 or 2 things, but you ain't gave it all you got. You may have tried 3 things, but you ain't gave it all you got. And I promise you, the minute you dedicate yourself to going after the life you want is the minute that the life you want gets that much closer to you. Today we said that we gonna make peace with our financial past. And we talked about a lot of stuff. But them bars at the end, that financial phases of wealth, I thought about that and I got so happy when I wrote it because I was like, bro, this will unlock them. Now we got something measurable for them to look at. And I want y'all to just go all in. Because I promise you, it's like I told y'all, every day you got to put a down payment on your freedom because it ain't never really yours. It ain't never fully yours. Every day you got to buy back. Every day you got to make a deposit. Every day you got to make sure your freedom account is sufficient. Every day you got to add to that thing. It ain't always money. Every day you got to add to it because the landlord is always ready to take it back from you. Every day you got to add to it. You can't miss a payment. You can't skip a payment. You can't even get a loan on your freedom. Every day that bill is due. And whether you the bill collectors, whether it's Uncle Sam, whether it's lack of information, that is costly. Your freedom is the most expensive thing that you will ever buy in your life because you never stop paying for it. And so that's why wealthy people, once they buy their freedom, they work on buying their kids' freedom and their kids' freedom and generational freedom. And for the dude from the Rockefellers or the Rothschild just died at 87 years old. But guess what? He good. They good. So when you start thinking about wealth and you start thinking about that, I want you to change the idea of wealth to generational freedom. Because all the money doing is making sure you stay free. And that's our goal here, y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer, man. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trappin, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Episode 84 was crazy. Hope y'all loved it, man. I hope y'all tell somebody about it. I apologize for keeping y'all 3 hours and 35 minutes. Somebody gotta tell me stop one time and it can't be tooted. You hear me? It can't be tooted because I ain't gonna listen to him. Listen, man, do me a favor, man. Do us a favor. It helped the channel. Listen. We take our time and we drop episodes on the page, man. Go listen. Go get the views up on this episode. Go get the views up on the other episodes. Even if you just go look at it and like it, get the views up on it. But also, we going for 100,000, man. We are 9,000 away from 100,000. Let's get that by, I think we get that by April, Jose. This February, March. Let me get that by then. Also, man, on all podcast platforms, please go download it, man. There's not 100 and something shows better than us, man. Go download them. You know, tell somebody about us. That's how we grow. We don't run ads to the show. We not on some of the biggest platforms. We just trying to grow the biggest platform. We don't get no endorsement by nobody. We getting it out the mud. We growing this thing organically. And we keep growing by y'all. So I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all. And Jose, we 16 episodes away from 100, bro. We 16 episodes away from 100. So we love that, man. But also check out my personal page, Wallstreet Trapper on YouTube, because we about to start unload. We've been shooting content for about 30 days now. We're about to start unload on that page, a piece of content a day. We definitely gonna change the game over there. And it's not just reclips of this, it's real content that we've been shooting. If you're in the Patreon, if you're in the Trappers Anonymous, we coming back with that 1-800-TRAPPER hotline. Be prepared for that, man. But other than that, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all next week. Same time, same place, at the same table. Remember, it's real people with real problems, getting real results, using real money, creating real legacy. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trapper. I love y'all. Good night.